Hey everybody, welcome back to Choirs and Cups. We had a little short intermission between our award nomination listings and what's now going to be the CHL Prospects game. You got myself, Darkside0895. You got Affordable Dreams coming in somewhat soon, just dealing with some logistical stuff. And special guest today, Big Freeze, winning the Stanley Cup with the New York Islanders, coming in here to talk a little bit about prospects. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm not doing too bad at all. Yourself?
Good, good. I'm pumped to see these teams go head to head. Each of the guys in media took, a league of their own, so I'm repping the E. So we get a little friendly competition, and plus, you guys get to get a look at some of these guys and how they can do against each other in top competition, right? So it should be some good games.
Yeah, I've already got a good look at a number of the guys that are playing today. I'm not gonna divulge which ones I
Obviously, yeah.
particularly am at, but I think this is a lot better draft than some people thought it was mid last season.
Okay, okay. So a lot of surprises coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
It's always good to hear,
I'm
definitely.
hoping to hear some ECHL guys on your list, but I know you won't say anything about that. Um,
You gotta keep that hush hush.
Yeah, for sure. With that said, I mean, how much stock do you put in these prospect games? Does this kind of finalize your picks, or does it just kind of maybe show you an alternative?
Um, I think for this, it'll maybe show me some of the guys that I haven't seen and whether I might want to get them in some games, but I don't think this is going to change the opinion of any of the guys I've seen myself so far because more than likely, if I get them in scouting games, they're going to be playing with or against higher competition most of the time, and I'm going to
Yeah,
take more stock into those games.
yeah, for sure, for sure. So in the first game we're going to be streaming here, we got the ECHL coming in with pretty much an Idaho Steelheads lineup here of
Basically, pretty much.
pretty much, yeah. Shoots and score coming in on the left wing. CR14 Snipes on the center. Right wing Heinz 20. Left D Waldron, and that's the one of the two standouts that was not on the Steelheads. I believe he spent last season on was it the Solar Bears or Swamp Rabbits?
Jeez. I want to say
Having a hard
Solar
time
Bears.
remembering. Yeah, it's one of the S's. And Canifin net coming from the Kansas City Mavericks, and Isaac Kronark, who's actually gone on to take ownership elsewhere in the CHL, but is still a prospect and still eligible to be drafted. Then looking on the right side of this column here, we got the OHL lineup here on left wing. We got Essa 93, JJ 83 puck on center, Work in Ricefield on right wing. On left D, we got Gunpowder and Lead 11, Cooked Megatoast in net, and on right D, Maniac on crack. So it should be a pretty interesting matchup. I think.
What a great name, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? And I brought the guy into the league. Solid guy. He just a good guy to have in the locker room and a fantastic LG name for sure. But with that said, I think it's going to be a pretty interesting game. Obviously, this is a bit of a mismatch in terms of, no chemistry coming on from the OHL side and nothing but chemistry coming for the E. So it's definitely going to be an interesting first period. I think it's going to take a lot for the OHL to kind of quickly figure out how they work together. And
I am curious to see what this whole cheat code is they got going
yeah, I'm hearing some rumblings
on.
about a cheat code move. We'll see how that works out for them. But yeah, for sure. Um, and I believe they've actually gone live now. So I'm going to switch over to the game stream here. They're just loading up into the lobby and getting set up. So how many seasons have you run an NHL team there? Why am I spacing on your name? Freeze.
Big Freeze.
This is my second season. First season we were 8 seed, made playoffs, went to the second round, and this season again we made it in as the 8th seed, but kind of went on a Cinderella run and won it all.
Right on. So this will be your second draft, right?
Well, this will be my third draft.
Third draft. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking a little bit weird. Yeah, okay. So this is your third draft. So are you viewing this as a stronger draft class than maybe the last two seasons? Is it weaker? What's your thought in that regard?
Going to be honest, the last two draft classes, I didn't have an opportunity to scout a whole lot.
Okay.
This one I've been able to more. I think it's better for me. Last season though, at number 5, I did get Coach, who was a big part of our team last season.
Yeah, for sure. Was that SS got him, coach?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that
really
was a
solid
huge
player.
pickup for you as well. Definitely a huge pickup. So I mean, going into them, I don't want you to reveal any trade secrets, no telltales. But do you have a few sleepers that you have in mind?
Yeah, I think there'll be some guys that throughout the year people will be surprised at when they were taken in the draft.
I like that. I like to hear that. It's always great when someone can sneak out a fourth round pick and be like, well, whatever that is, and then also they turn to be a hero, right? Yeah.
Yeah, those
It's
sleeper
always good to
picks.
see. Yeah,
There's usually a couple every year.
Yeah,
there
for sure.
usually is. Mm-hmm.
Just a trick finding
So
him, right?
exactly. I do want to flashback quickly what Dark mentioned earlier about you winning the Stanley Cup this year. Was there any big changes you made mid-season to help you do that, or did you just kind of stick with the same crew that you have confidence?
I'm gonna be honest, our team was in shambles for most of the season before the trade deadline. Like, we had one line that was consistently winning games, the other two lines weren't. It's hard to make moves before the trade deadline. A lot of people are kind of waiting, not wanting to make moves. But at the trade deadline, if you look, we probably made like 5 or 6 moves all in that one week that really solidified our roster and gave us a chance to get into the playoffs, first of all, and let alone get as far as we did.
For sure, for sure. I mean, definitely. So those last few moves, the deadline definitely made you a team to be able to just go right through, right, and be a dynamite team in the end, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, you've always been known throughout your career, as far as I've known you. If you go back quite a ways, me and you, you've always had that top team and a dynamite team. You always want to be worthy of playing.
I always try to, yeah.
For sure. With that said, the two teams are just loading in now. It looks like everyone got in, and we're ready to lock and load. In the red jerseys, we got the ECHL. In the white jerseys, we got the OHL. Tie up off the face-off, and the OHL ends up picking it up here, and ECHL winning it back, trying to force a little pass through there, but the OHL is not having it and coming back the other way hard with some heavy straight line action here. A little bit of an L2 forced cross crease. No luck as Sniper tries to hand it off to his right D to reset it. The O employing a bit of a trap early. Maybe a little bit nervous of what the ECHL forward talent
is. A little bit
is.
of trap there, right? Yep. So I'm just getting caught up in some conversations.
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, guys, bear with us. We're managing teams and doing some live commentary on this, so it's
we're not going to really focus much on commentary more than just kind of maybe talk about a few players here and there and
exactly
what their season is like, what they did for their team, yada yada yada. With commentary, well managing is definitely a harder thing to do.
Yeah, can confirm. But yeah, no, I'm interested to see. There's some substitutions kind of coming in here. Some guys stepping up. Gunpowder and Lead and Maniac and Crack doing a good job to come in and help fill in and make this game possible. So a big shout out to them and appreciate their efforts here. And the ECHL scoring early after drawing a penalty on a bit of a rebound shot there. Finished off, I believe, by shoots and scores, holding true to his name.
And that is kind of the meta in this game. Turds and rebounds are
Turds
very
and
effective.
Rebounds, right? Yep.
Yeah, incredibly effective. Yeah, it's funny, sort of a different style than 18.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just the fact that you were able to.
And 2020 is going to be different than 19. I mean, it's just the way it rolls, right?
Yep, yeah, you just got to be able to adapt to it and you keep playing at a high level. ECHL taking a penalty here as the OHL breaks in, trying to get this game tied up here.
I'm kind of putting the other game on my other stream to kind of look back and forth games and do this.
Yeah,
do
see
some
how
updating as well.
see how the Q and the W are doing against each other.
Yeah, yeah.
It's you and Mike Naughty's teams lining up.
They haven't gotten to the game yet. They're in the lobby. So.
Slacking. We're at 8.
Looks like the West Coast Express was lacking on the putting the password in. They were just searching normally. I'm gonna blame Spad just because he's sitting in that locker room.
Yeah, I'll put it on Sped too. Why not?
So, as you guys be NHL owners, there, Freeze. What do you guys look for in these in players in these kind of games?
In this kind of game, I'm gonna look for, someone to stand out and just be better than everybody else. Because if they're gonna do well in the NHL, in a game like this, they should stand out.
Yeah, they should be
For
like a
sure,
dominant
for sure.
force, right?
And they should look good offensively. But at the same time, you need people that know how to defend as well.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, for sure.
Good answer from a champion right here.
The OHL not getting too much going early here. The ECHL looking to put it on them a little bit. Doing me proud here.
I gotta say, they do both as proud. I mean, I know it's the team I'm controlling, but it is the division that we both work in. So, gotta see the EHL, root on hopefully.
Yeah, for sure.
And looks like we're finally got the puck finally dropped in WHL and the
Q.
The Q. Well, yeah.
Yeah, and guys, if you're watching down here, you can tune on the NHL Shout box or through twitch.tv/Mike Naughty. He's covering the other side of the tournament. Check that shit out. See how they're playing.
Get the multi-tool.
I noticed all of you actually have real names out for your team, where I just kept mine much stuff under.
You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna be straight up. I pretty much just let Shoots and Scores take the reins on this, and he did it all. I had to do no work. I had to do no work.
Need a leader. That's
yeah,
show a leader.
Didn't even need to be. He just he got everyone. He's like, yeah, I got the whole lineup.
J Rush didn't do a locker room, but J Rush is the guy that stepped forward to me doing the same thing on my side for the Q. Been a great guy to work with so far.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's always nice when you have those guys step up, and that does play a role in wanting a player on your team, the willingness to step up and be that captain, to take control in maybe a chaotic scenario or whatever the case might be, as opposed to just folding and calling it a day.
Definitely. Quick update for you in that QMJ WHL. The QMJ taking the 1-0 early lead.
Early lead, yeah. Yeah, for sure. And the O's really putting the pressure on here, and the ECHL's having a really hard time breaking it out. Big turnover there.
Big issue, just getting the puck out. Finally getting out, though, to say that, with a nice dangle.
Yeah, and again, I think maybe a little bit of cockiness coming out of the ECHL, feeling like they got this game, but I don't know. If they keep playing like this, it could easily get tied up and slip their grasp pretty quickly.
I mean, the ECHL bombed to the WHL once again in the playoffs, back-to-back seasons. So this is the time to shine for the other better leagues. So don't get too cocky. You need to prove something here now.
Yeah, for sure. Trying to break it out here is CR Snipes, and again, that trap coming in for the OHL as Shoots and Score dumping it in and trying to battle down low, but the OHL doing a good job to thwart it off as they're getting hemmed in. Oh, what a nice little turd shot there, but that'll kill out the period, and 1-0 for the ECHL.
So far, Freeze, watching these games, what have you seen that maybe is positive notes?
I see the ECHL, they're playing pretty well as a team right now. I think if they keep that up, it's going to be hard for the opposing team to come back in this game.
Definitely.
Any constructive criticism you would give to the OHL, being that they're down 1 goal and not producing a crazy amount of chances at this point?
You don't need very many chances to score in this game. All it takes is one crappy rebound.
That is true.
That's the truth of this game. It's by far probably the easiest game to come back in a while because EA seems to have a habit of letting you back in it.
Yeah,
They
whereas
definitely do.
And wow, even looking at it, I mean, OHL, I
it's
didn't
all on top of
realize
the.
they dominated the time on attack so
Oh,
Yeah,
much.
they're all over.
3 minutes
Yeah,
more entire tap and only one more
I've
shot,
been trying
right?
to watch both games, so.
Yeah, me too. I'm doing back and forth.
It's yeah, it's definitely tough.
But they're defending well, and they have a 1 goal lead. That's all you need in this game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but you said it though, right? It's so easy to
Yeah,
come back and get that bounce. I mean, if you're the ECHL, you don't want to let them spend too much more time in your zone. Could
Nope.
get nasty fast. Oh, what a big chance
what
there,
a
just
big
blinked on by.
chance. Yeah, and then WHW just scored and tied enough to make it 1-1 with 4 minutes to go in the first
Oh wow.
in the W and Q.
Nice, we got a high scoring one.
Well, it's only 1-1, but at least it's a back and forth battle, right?
Yeah, for sure. We got Rocket Rissard coming out in the chat, pumping his boys up, saying no one can stop shoots and score and shoots
Yeah, I
and
see him
score and
sitting there.
snipes. Yeah, comparing
People
him to the
sleeping on him.
yeah, well, he's comparing him to the Sedin brothers.
Yeah,
That's
he
some
is.
heavy praise. Little bit of bias
Very
there,
high
I'm sure, but
praise.
and the ECHL really starting to pour the pressure on a little bit here as they maintain possession and look for that
Yeah, the first
I,
five
extended
I
minutes
lead.
here
think
have
they're
definitely been all them.
I think they're really focusing on that this period. Last period, I think they were trying to maybe show off a little bit, do some things themselves, and I mean they got a
Trying to get
goal,
noticed, right?
so it didn't hurt them. But now it looks like they're just really trying to make sure they win the game.
Yep,
For
for
sure,
sure.
for sure.
And OHL coming back for the counterpunch and not getting a great chance there. Oh, there's that EA bounce we talked about. A bit of a flubber there.
Right?
Just kind of floating
That
through four people.
could have been something dangerous.
Yeah, the old backhand from the blue line bouncing off 8 skates. Love to see it.
So another question I got for you, Freeze, is with the CHL putting these games on, that's these prospect games, do the NHL owners really take time to look at this, or is it something only a few guys do?
I'm guessing there's gonna be quite a few of them that don't watch this, but there's gonna be a few that do and benefit from it. Some guys don't put any stock into the draft. They go, oh, the draft's diluted. It's season 10 or 11 now. When I mean, there's gonna be good players every season. Doesn't matter what season it is.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, coming out with a first overall pick, I mean, you can't toss that away for sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely have seen a couple picks in the past couple seasons. Like, who's that guy? And where did he come from? Right? He's nowhere on any of my lists. And I mean, not that I have every list out there, but I mean, either they're from different leagues and
That
sat in TC all year or something, and you don't know about
Yeah,
them.
that happens a lot. You'll see guys that have only played 1 or 2 games or no games in LG, but they're, someone's buddy or an
Yep.
old gen elite or, they're really good in another league and, they might not be on your guys' boards, but an NHL owner will know them from way back when and pick
Yeah.
them because they know that other people know who that is as well.
Yep. Exactly.
There's some of these guys, I've only been
Oh, what a
playing
nice
this
goal
game
there by the
online
OHL.
Nice give and go.
NHL 16, but some of these guys have been doing this for a long time and are,
That is true.
yeah.
For sure. But yeah, the OHL coming back and tying it up while down on a 5-minute major on a nice passing play. And the ECHL starting to come on, make it a little bit sweatier here as they throw it back to the point, and a nice shot, but maybe a little bit better. Ended up being a 1T.
You always gotta hate to see a short-handed goal happen, especially on a five-minute one.
Yeah, it really
You're so
can take
drained in energy.
yeah. Well, it can take the wind out of your sails, right? It's not ideal, but the ECHL pressure and hard, and you know what? I'll give it to the O. They're really not bending. They're pretty much just closing off
They're
those.
breaking, but not bending. Or bending, not breaking.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
was like, no, all the way around.
Yeah. I got this totally backwards.
Yeah, but you know, like the ECHL is looking a lot for those crosses, which can be high scoring chances, but you know the OHL is doing a good job to just limit them, right? And a nice save there.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's a good save. They're buzzing again.
Yeah,
Oh, I like that he's
he's
already named this thing. Nice, right? I was just
yeah,
with the
Yeah,
Mike
no,
Naughty stream and doing named it off of the show for next season.
yeah.
there
Nice.
was a goal in the other game.
Oh, who's got the lead now?
I can't see. WHL up 2-1.
Nice. Doing the whole comeback thing. And I will hand it to the ECHL. As much pressure they're putting on, like good on them. The OHL goaltender standing tall, really not looking shaky at all. Making the positional saves, not biting on cross passes.
Yeah, hold that fork down, right? That's what you want from a goaltender. You need a goal that's going to steal you a game here and there.
Yeah. Well, and that's why you see him. He got so far. Baked River Otter, I believe, playing for. Or that wasn't Baked River Otter. Who was in the lineup there? Sorry, guys. I have a horrible memory.
For which side, sorry?
Cooked Megatoast rather
Something
is
toast?
playing for the Otters there and getting them as far as he did, going all the way up against the Ice Dogs in the OHL final there. Obviously a big reason why they got there and showing it tonight with his talent.
Yeah, he definitely was a huge part of that team as well. I mean, the offense was dynamite for the Otters as much as the defense was, but definitely he played a big role and stole some games from me right there.
Definitely. And yeah, the ECHL again just coming back in and pressuring and pressuring and pressuring, but
WHL score again by the way, taking lead 3-1.
oh, okay, so kind of pushing towards a bit of a blowout here. Oh, and a good defensive play there to close off that 2-on-1 opportunity.
That's a very good poke. End of the period.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, after one, we're tied 1-1, and it's been a bit of a sweaty one. I think the expectation was that the ECHL would come out swinging. They have a little bit. They've definitely picked it up in this back half, catching up in time on attack, but you know still losing overall in terms of stats.
Yeah, 100% right.
And again, with these guys having the chemistry that they did, right, going on a long run, you would expect a little bit more out of them. But the OHL doing a good job to learn each other quickly and work to each other's strengths to counterbalance.
Yeah, for sure. Now, the one thing I do want to say about the QMJ game going on is the QMJ is a mix of three different leagues because we had so many lackluster availabilities and issues and guys are responding. We ended up mixing up. I think it's the E, the Q, and the O. I believe it's all mixed into
Yeah,
this. No W.
we'll call it the Mutt League.
The Mutt League, right? Yeah. So there is really no chemistry at all to any of these players. Not even chemistry of playing against each other.
Yeah, pretty much never having seen each other across the pond, right? So it's
Right,
definitely
exactly.
interesting.
Yeah. So we'll see how they pan it out there.
Oh, big save there by Cooked Megatoast on a good 1T opportunity there. Oh, and the OHL's cutting in, and a big save there by CanF20 to keep it all tied up in the third here.
Definitely. So, Freeze, right now, if you're in the ECHL's locker room, what are you saying to him now that you're letting this team sort of tie it up and you're not capitalizing any chances?
I think they played really well in the second period. I wouldn't change much. Just keep working it. Maybe try to get some different looks than what you're getting right now. Change what the goalie has to deal with because he's been making all the saves, but I don't think I'd really change anything other than, them make a mistake and get scored on. You don't want to do that again.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. It's like Snipes trying to dangle again, got caught.
A little bit, yeah, and I think that's sort of that line you got to play here. You want to win the game, but
It is,
you
right?
want to look good too. Oh, what a nice play there, and tucks it 5-hole is Heinze from Snipes, and a good little give and go there off the boards.
Definitely a nice little play to put it in and take the lead.
Yeah, for sure. Can't fault the goalie on that one too much. In good position, just got beat 5-hole on it.
That's just a wide open seam pass.
Yep.
You get that chance. Good player's going to score more times than not, and there they go again.
Yeah, just burnt.
Defense has to step up. That
Mm-hmm.
was not a good play for the D.
No.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So Heinze scoring his second goal in under 2 minutes here as the ECHL regains a 3-1 lead here, and about 12 minutes left in the third. If they can kind of play some smart hockey, and this is a line you like to see, close it out, see if they can do it.
Considering said they played together for most of the season and had that chemistry built in, they should have built a lot down the game.
Mm-hmm. Interesting strategy going for the backdoor.
Shot that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say interesting strategy going for the cross there because he got the goalie sliding already towards
Yeah.
where the pass is going. It's not gonna. He's not letting
I
it
think
bite the other way.
as soon as he let go of that one, he regretting. Could
Yeah,
have
for
easily
sure.
scored there.
Yeah, for sure. CR going for the Manny 1T a little too late. Chemistry not quite there, I guess. And another one getting scored on is the defense is crumbling here for the OHL.
Yeah, they finally broke. They were bending in the second.
Yep, they were bending, we didn't break, and now they're breaking.
Yeah, for sure. So 4-1 lead here with 9 minutes left. I imagine that's probably going to be enough the way the ECHL's played defensively.
I would say it's the dagger, for sure.
Yeah, I'm basically watching the rest of the other game now.
Yeah, for sure. But we're obviously gonna finish out here and see what goes on. But it looks like it's all but done here with a 4-1 lead in the ECHL, really starting to pour it on and just try and pad the lead a little bit and show off their ability to score.
Well, it's not much better over here in the QA and W side with a 3-1 lead to WHL.
Okay.
Whoever's the stream on the WHL, they're streaming through Potato. That's all I know.
They're streaming through what? Sorry.
Like they got Potato Res. It's a bit foggy
like a 360
game.
FPS or a 360 P.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always
It's
rough.
a little blurry. It's a little blurry. Once you full screen it. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't try full screening yet, so I haven't checked out that quality.
I haven't yet until now. I just noticed it.
You know, I never thought it was dark. I hope that Mike Naughty and Sunshine know that they have to get some stats in for each game.
I did mention it to my guys. I will reach out to them after this game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it should be common knowledge. I mean, everyone plays an LG should know we need pictures for stats, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Where are those games on the
on the S&P.
S&P side.
Oh, okay. That's why I couldn't find them.
Yeah, so it's going to be a full-blown tournament. There's 12 games tonight. We're going to be reseeding for a tournament tomorrow. Single knockout. And winner take all.
Yeah. I forgot Dart to bring it up to the league about maybe getting some kind of banner or trophy for the prospects.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Just for the winners. You have to win to get it.
Yeah, no participation trophy. Sorry, guys.
Exactly.
Oh, what a nice pass there. Probably too little too late, but a good play to get a nice cross crease pass and a good 1T. No chance for the goaltender on that one. And they got about 40 seconds here. They got to move it quickly and get something going if they want to tie this one up. And the OHL starting to pressure pretty hard here as they get beat on an odd man rush and hanging on to it too long is the winger. Getting closed off and a good defensive play there by, is it Chronic? Or Cronarch?
Cronarch, I believe it is, yeah.
Yeah, that was just a little bit of a lapse in coverage on that goal.
Yep, for
Right, D needed to pop out. He was a little lazy. End of the game, they're up a few. He's probably not quite as dialed in as he was earlier.
It's almost too late, too little, right? But I mean, still nice to get one more in the net at least for yourselves. Get a stat given in.
Yeah. Oh, and ECHL's pressuring pretty hard, and I mean a ballsy move with a slim lead, and yeah, they give up another one on an extra pinch that didn't need to happen. 8.5. Can the
Yeah.
OHL come back and tie this and make them
That would
pay
be
for?
insane if they did it. That'd be insane.
Yeah, I mean, if the ECHL keeps pressuring the way they are, putting four guys up, I don't think it's impossible.
Was that their cheat code play? It backfired.
Four guys up. I hope that wasn't their cheat code play. I'll be very disappointed as the captain of this team.
Yeah, they just, I don't know, they had to get the puck deep there, and instead they tried to dangle too much at the line, and it came
Yeah.
back to bite them.
Hmm. Bit of a weak shot thrown on, trying to toss it across this maniac, and they can't do it. So the ECHL does hang on to win it 4-3 in the opening game.
Almost a nail biter at the end. I mean, it was not looking that way to start with. Well, I should just start with, I should say, about mid third, it was looking more like a blowout happening, and it ended up being a nail biter.
Definitely.
Yeah, you definitely would have liked to see them close that out a little stronger.
Yeah, for sure. We have 30 seconds remaining in the WHL and Q game, and it's still 3-1 for the WHL. Looks like they're going to close it out, maintaining pressure with the power play and in the game out. So I think they're going to lock it. And they do. They secure it 3-1. So there's our first four games. No, 2 games in the books.
Yeah, that'll just about do it. Just quickly entering stats for my team here.
Perfect. I'm going to take a quick mute for myself on the channel here to go talk to my team quickly and just remind they do win a game to take those pictures.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
when they do, I shouldn't be negative.
You know, I
Still
can't.
sleeping. Okay. Rocket loves his boys, eh?
Yes, he's a big supporter of them and very very enthusiastic. So this is unfortunate. Both logos are identical on the site, so I cannot tell which team is which.
Put him in, see if it works.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, this is not ideal. OHL versus ECHL is going to be interesting. Hoping I did it properly. Apologies if I gave a free win away.
Well, you can just switch it, then go back and do the stats again. It's no big deal.
Yeah, we're all good. I got it right. The guessing worked, guys.
50% chance.
Exactly.
Rocket says, "Fuck yeah, I'm their agent." Okay.
What's the cut, buddy? 5%? 10%? What are we talking? While these guys are getting ready for the next one, we'll be starting in 5 minutes here.
Yeah, I'll hang around to help you fill the intermission here, and then I think I'm probably gonna hop off so that I can focus on watching a little more.
Yeah, no problem, buddy, and I appreciate you coming on. But yeah, while they're getting ready and waiting for that other game to finish up, we're gonna switch back to our main screen here and look at the lineups. Identical lineup you just saw coming in for the ECHL. To reiterate, it's shoots and scores on left wing, CR14 Snipes on center, Heinze 20 on right wing, Waldron on left D, Caniff 20 in net, and Isaac Kronark on right D. Looking on the other side of the pond, you got Sped 3409 coming in on left wing, J Lude at center, Ripley 52 on right wing, Unfinished Hokie on left D, Penn's Theater for Life in net, and on right D, jeez, I believe his name is Brad. It's spelled backwards, and I am I'm hard at reading backwards. We're to call him Brad. So it should be a pretty good matchup here. Two very talented teams, and I believe both teams ended up winning that game, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right. Yeah.
So it should be a good matchup. Two undefeated teams. Obviously, kind of had to go that way, but two undefeated teams coming in here and both putting up a fair amount of goal scoring. See if one team can maybe lock it down, and that could be the deciding factor, or if they'll both just try and outscore one another and end up having a bit of a blowout game.
Yeah, should be fun to watch. I think that the first game they were probably all maybe a little nervous or hadn't played together or just trying to show off. I think you're gonna see everyone kind of settle in a little more and play their game now.
I agree, and we saw it a bit early with the ECHL. I think they felt a little cocky, a little bit. We got this. These guys aren't ready for us. Let's do this. And they tried a little bit too much, then clamped it down in the second period a little bit, got it back, went up and got that lead in the same mentality with the cockiness, and it cost them two quick goals and almost blowing the game, right? So something that I guess maybe to learn is playing a full 60 minutes of solid defensive and offensive hockey.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
All right, so should be getting ready to kick off here soon, eh?
Yeah, I would imagine. I believe the ECHL is just readying up now, getting their guys kind of sorted out. We'll keep you guys on the game screen for now. I gave kind of a breakdown of the guys coming in.
Yeah, I overheard that a little bit. Perfect.
Yeah, they're both almost ready, it looks like.
Beautiful. Running smoothly off the first two. Let's hope we can keep this going for 3 hours.
Well, I mean, coming in for the QMJ side, we have that quick switch with roster players. It might take a couple minutes to go through to get them switched over, but it should go fairly smooth.
Perfect. Yeah, and you know what? I'll be very happy if we can get this to go off without too many hitches.
The meeting said last season we had a lot of hitches. This has already gone smoother than last season, so that's always a plus side.
Yeah,
Which,
for sure.
Player is streaming from the QMJ?
From the QMJ, it's supposed to be CMS, but he wasn't going to unless he had to.
Okay.
So yeah, you would have to watch the stream from, I believe, what's the OHL playing them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that was last one. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So then, yeah, you would watch the OHL stream if you wanted to watch that, or you can watch it through Mike Naughty on the NHL Showbox. All right, so we got the ECHL searching up here. Got the two undefeated teams facing up next here. See how it goes. Oh wow, these guys are on it. 8:30 on the button. Everybody's in here. All right, we got the State of Hockey versus West Coast Express. State of Hockey being the ECHL with their white jerseys, and West Coast Express being the WHL.
All right, I think I'm gonna hop off, guys.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, Pablo, thank you for your time and thank you for showing up. It means a lot.
I'm glad that we have some people doing media in the league again because it's been a few years since we've had or a few seasons since we've had good media. So it's good that you guys have been stepping up and filling that void over the last season.
Well, we'll try and do our best. And so we're trying to bring some to the NHL side here. It's just been a little harder getting guys who want to volunteer to work with us. But it's going to come eventually. It might take till next season, but we're going to get it.
Yep. All right. Have a good one.
Take it easy, bud. Appreciate your time again.
So yeah, the ECHL losing a player on the DR error. So they're going to have to reset it up here. So close to being bang on with timing.
Okay.
Everything okay?
No, my left knee just took off.
Ah, unfortunate. Give us a moment, guys. Dream is going to take a little hiatus here and go deal with some locker room issues. In the meantime, while these guys reload up, I'm going to pull up some player stats here, starting with shoots and scores on the left wing for the Idaho Steelheads. Apparently, I'm not. Apparently, you can't access the stats from this page. Great.
I guess he just had to reset. He's coming back, so we should be good.
Okay. Oh, okay, so we're good.
Well, not yet. He had to reset. He's not back in the lobby or party yet. But the team is kind of freaking out. Like, what? We have the lefty now. I was like, hold on. Let me talk.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, guys, for the dead air here. We're just dealing with some stuff.
Yeah. I'm back ready to roll now. My stuff's straightened out. I should have go thank him for calling back. And apparently he didn't get the alert that he was playing. That's why he left as well.
Oh.
But he definitely was confirmed. So it happens sometimes. You don't see an alert happen. So we only got one game so far registered. Looks like the OHL didn't do their game yet either.
Oh, they haven't put their stats in?
Oh no, I guess you guys played them, right?
Who? The
The
OHL?
UCHL team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they should have stats already, but
Yeah. Oh, I entered them personally, bro.
Yeah.
I'm on it.
I was just looking at the grid, like the players signing up and what they've done, and it's showing there's no stats in for
Yeah, it's being a little funky in that regard.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
It also was really fun because both logos are identical, so I had to guess which team is which. That was
Yeah,
fun.
I think if you actually just scroll down, it actually tells you below uh, the video playing. Let's say OHL top and QMJ, right? So.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Well, I guessed and I guessed right, so it worked.
You guess and guess right, exactly. You definitely guess and guess right.
That's all you
We could have had a little better logos, I guess. For next season, we'll get that right.
For sure. With that being said, I think the W and the E are having a hard time keeping players going into the game, getting some DR errors, unfortunately. So hopefully we can get this sorted out quickly and get the games rocking and rolling.
Rocking and a rolling. Rolling and a rocking. Right, looks like the Thunder. Oh, jeez, I'm going to say Thunder again. See, the QMJ and the O are getting in.
They are getting in?
It looks like it.
Perfect.
Yes. My team got in. I
Perfect. Yeah, I'm watching it from Mike's side of things as they load in here and as the ECHL works to get their magic going.
Yeah. I'm just confused when I go to Sniper's Twitch. They're there. Oh, I have two of the same. That's why. Who's streaming for the O?
I'm not 100% sure. I would just recommend going and watching Mike Nutty's stream.
That's what I'm doing. Be a bit behind, but whatever. It doesn't matter because we're looking at our thing. It doesn't matter much.
Yeah, we're just going to give you periodic
I was looking at
so.
Ripley and Sierra Snipes saying, well, how come neither of those guys are in the game, but I'm watching Mike's in the game? Oh, because I'm watching the same streams, but different people.
Watching different sides of the ice. What's going on?
Right? How'd they find it? Okay, well,
yeah.
Drink another one, Dreams.
But yeah, the O and the Q, not doing a whole lot to start out this game. Only 4 minutes into it, but not a crazy amount. Seeing some nice L2 movement, but nothing too crazy. Here on our side, the ECHL and the WHL is still trying to match up. They managed to match up again. Fingers crossed, everybody who's watching, that they can get it on this try. And I believe we got in cleanly that time.
It looks like they're getting in this time.
All right, so we're loading in here. ECHL and WHL coming up here. Who do you think is going to take this one, Dreams?
Between the whom, sorry?
ECHL and the W.
The ECHL, you know what? I'm going to give it to the ECHL, man. They have some revenge to get back on the WHL for what happened in playoffs. They're eager to get one on them right now.
See, I'm going to go the other way and say because the WHL beat them in the playoffs, I think the WHL is going to win it.
Oh, okay.
And their WHL is coming out strong, putting the pressure on early, throwing it back to the point, and trying to get that cycle going, and doing a pretty good job of it. The ECHL looking like they're chasing a little bit much here.
Definitely.
But resetting and trying to get something going here are the ECHL guys as they throw it up the right wing, and Heinz, he's cutting in, throws it around back to shoots, and it's taken away pretty quickly after a bit of a forced pass.
I mean, right now it seems like a lot of back and forth in both teams, a lot of neutral zone play.
Yeah, and it's going to be, I mean, you've seen this line play. I've seen this line play. They like to trap, close off those lanes, make sure no one's getting through easy, right? And just like that, right? Dumped in and taken away pretty quickly, but a stretch pass that was a little ill-advised by CR Snipes there, and results in an offside for the WHL.
Definitely. I really expect to see the ECHL guys stand up tall, though. Like I was saying earlier, they have talent behind them. They definitely want to show off them skills and get a little more notice than they did during the regular season. And this is the time to shine for them. And they are playing the lead took them out. So they got to play at that bit of grit and bit of range.
Yeah, for sure. And the OHL taking the lead there up against the QMJHL, 1-0 with about 7 minutes left in the first here. And back to our side, we see another offside here, and both teams looking a little discombobulated. That rhythm's not quite there yet. Still feeling
Definitely.
each other out.
Definitely.
And the ECHL trying to set up here in a nice stick lift there just to take it right away. Not let him get that cycle going. And coming back the other way.
Very good breakup. And I say again, it's been a lot of neutral zone and almost very defensive games right now between both sides.
Yeah, I think both teams realize they're skilled opponents on either side of the ice, so they're hoping to see some trap and close it out and keep it low scoring at best. And a nice takeaway there on a prime scoring opportunity.
Definitely.
Again, nothing too crazy going on as of yet.
No,
I mean, really haven't
no
even.
it really isn't.
No, maybe one or two scoring chances. But outside of that, it's been again a lot of neutral zone played, a lot of forced uh, passes. I think more so by the ECHL than the W. But
Big time. Maybe the EC is getting a little too creative. Just start putting pucks on net. And as I say that,
well, that was actually the W that scored there.
I know, but as I say, it's put
Yeah.
pucks on net. They score. Someone scores, right? And yeah, W's are taking the lead there.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right. Maybe for once your prediction's gonna be right.
Yeah, and I mean, and then, Canif falling victim a little bit of animation there, sliding the wrong way, but and the ECHL coming in here trying to get those quick passes going, but no luck. Have to come back the other way to take back that puck they turned over, and the W's running that trap now on them. Maybe they know the book about them and have decided to kind of get them with their own medicine as they come back the other way, and a nice poke check there by Kronark to clean it up and get it reset here.
Definitely, definitely.
But yeah, the face-off coming in the ECHL zone as the W wins it back, throws it down low, and an errant pass there as the winger tried to pick it up with no luck. And the ECHL trying to reset here and find a clean breakout, going up and immediately picked off, and again, just can't seem to get much going here.
No, they're really, really finding like almost dumb-footed almost right now, right?
Yeah, for sure. And the W coming back the other way and pressuring again, not letting the ECHL really get much and throwing a good little shot on there. Not too difficult for the goaltender to handle, but just making the play in their own zone, forcing them to win the faceoffs. And I think Snipes maybe having a hard time in the faceoff against the other side and going for the tie up in his own zone. Usually a bit of a risky play, but it works out for them as they get a puck possession and a nice shot off, but no result.
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
maybe I'm behind you by a bit, or maybe ahead of you by a
I
bit.
think you are ahead of me if you saw that goal already.
Okay, yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's what I was oohing to.
yeah, that was a nice goal, and Caniff getting torched a little bit on that play. Same with the defenseman. Not a
Yeah, a
not
little bit.
yeah. But yeah, with that said, we got a 2-0 lead for the WHL as the ECHL tries to break it out here and get something going, and no luck.
Well, right now, I mean, a big lead for W. Not a big lead, but going in 2-0 is definitely something you want
It's
to
a good
put
start
a
for the
stamp onto.
WHL. For the
Yeah,
ECHL, you got to adapt.
you
Um,
do. You have something to adapt right
I
now.
think I've seen maybe 5 or 6 sauce passes from the blue line to the other blue line,
Yeah,
like trying to get that stretch going, and the W's ready for it.
yep,
They're
exactly.
not letting it happen. And 1-0 lead on the other side as the OHL breaks in on a breakaway and an unnecessary L2 that results in a easier poke check for the defenseman as the QMJ comes back the other way, trying to find a way to tie this up. We're about halfway through the second here, 1-0 for the
That
OHL.
OHL.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bit of turmoil in the QMJ locker room right now as well. A couple arguments going on.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I'm sure a lot of these guys get heated. You know, they want to be picked up, and losing your first game and potentially your second game could hurt your chances of, you know,
Yeah, argument's the wrong word. I'm using the wrong word there. It's more of a debate or discussion about who needs to do what, right?
yeah, yeah. Is one of the suggestions not suck? Is that?
That has come from one of the players saying you got to quit doing this and quit sucking, but we'll leave that alone.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, not the ideal feedback you're looking for from your teammates. You wanna hear a little more constructive criticism than outright insult, but
Sometimes you get that, especially when you have some, bigger players and better players and high egos kick in eventually, right? Sometimes you get it. You just got to learn to tune it out and just keep doing your thing.
yeah, for sure. Do your best. There's always going to be someone who thinks you're doing it wrong, and if they don't want to give it to you in a constructive way, I mean that's on them. They're not going to get a lot of positive results yelling and screaming.
Exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, the WHL doing a really good job of having the ECHL in here, looking like a really strong group coming out of the gate here. Oh, and the
Just a quick
ECHL,
update to you.
yeah, just tied it up there.
Yeah. To say the QMJ there's tied it up as well.
Mm-hmm. So we
Yeah,
got
yeah, yeah.
a 1-1 game on the other side of the ice. It's those two teams trying to avoid going down 0-2 early.
And that's huge right now. You don't want to take a 2-0 lead with 6 games to go. You want to make sure you get a couple wins early.
Yeah, for sure.
That seeding is going to be very, very important.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we're losing in stream voters right now. Like viewers to Mike Naughty by 3.
Oh, bastard! Where's the bog when you need him? Gotta kill that stream.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, no, the WHL just putting that pressure on, keeping it going, and working it, around pretty well. But an ill-advised shot there is CR Snipes tries to get through and gets closed off pretty quickly. Heinze manages to get it and throws a pass off the pad. The WHL trying to regroup here and getting a little sloppy on the breakout as Kronark gets it and Manny one tees it onto the net, but a good save there. And the E's really pressing now, trying to get that tie up, and a good play to save it there.
They need to score this period, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to try and break this WHL defense. That being said, the Q is actually going up 2-1 now.
Oh, did I miss
on
a
the
goal?
OHL, yes.
I did miss a goal. Nice. Go boys. Go team.
Yeah, for sure. There's also a little pride for us too, right? Managing these teams and getting these guys together, trying to find the winning combination and get some bragging rights.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, the W and the E has been a pretty good game so far. I don't see the W letting this up if they keep playing their game.
I don't see it happening either, but it's not ideal for the ECHL.
No, I mean they got to find a way to do something a little bit different. I mean it's a lot of forced stretch passes on the breakouts, and it's not quite working for them right now. They got to make some quicker passes, and they're doing it right now. And a nice job to shoot it when he realized he did not have the lane for the pass. But the WHL coming back the other way. 4 minutes left in the second here, still up 2-0. Opts to dump it in and skate back with not a whole lot of options. All the way up to Snipes on a 3-on-3, trying to feed it off in a good defensive play and just dumps it out into the safety. And the second period, 38 seconds left in the WHL OHL game. We got a 2-1 lead for the QMJHL OHL game. 2-1 lead for the Q.
Yeah, and that clock as well is running out here for the second period to end.
Yep, yeah, we got about 3 minutes left on this side, and the E needs to get one this period. I think it's got to be.
They need to get, if they don't get, unless they get one early in the second, third. But here comes a nice break for them.
Ooh,
and they gave it up, sort of. I could have been a 3-on-1 if he didn't slow down.
Yeah, for sure. But coming back the other way, I think maybe at this point they're just trying to get it on net and make sure that goalie's
getting challenged.
Got to make saves, right? They got the lead. They don't have to try anything crazy right now. Not trying to force too much. Cycle it down low, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, what a big save there by Can of 20 is a bit of a tip shot gets thrown on, and the ECHL regrouping here with 20 seconds left in the second period, trying to get one last rush coming in here as Snipes throws it low, and it's bouncing around, and big saves there by the goaltender, and a nice job to stand up.
Big time. I was going to tip Mike Naughty today in his stream. That's why I asked for his stream. But he doesn't have that ability yet.
No, he's not a Twitch affiliate as of right now.
I was going to surprise him and just start dropping some bombs to him, man. So I gave it to us instead.
nothing like tipping yourself.
Right? It's going to come right back to me anyways. What's the difference?
Yeah, exactly. I think you just paid Twitch is what happened there.
Yeah, I think I just did, honestly.
It's all right.
Whatever.
They need the money, right? They're a small company.
They're a small company, right? Exactly.
And it looks like we have a lag out on the OHL side here.
It does look like that.
With the left winger, I don't know if lagging out, quitting out, what happened there. I wasn't looking at the moment, but...
No, I didn't notice either, to be honest.
And the Q going up on the power play, up 2 goals, 16 minutes left in the third. Should be a good finish to this game. But coming back to the ECHLW game, opening draw here, down 2-0 are the ECHL prospects. Trying to get something going, get a goal to get back in this one, but it doesn't look as though Penn Stater has any intention of letting anything through.
For sure. I mean, 19-25 goes early in the third, but they need to score for 10-minute mark and not let any more goals up on the WHL side here in ECHL. They need to get one, and there was a nice chance. Failed wrap.
Yeah, and you gotta hate that when you don't quite get the animation for it.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But yeah, the ECHL pressuring and a little bit too much in the L2 there by
Snipes. You see a spin move there? I think that was his cheat code move. That's a spin you can do that almost pops it every single time. That's probably his cheat code move. I'm willing to bet $10.
I think it's probably a flying V if I had to guess. That's my money's at.
There you go. I haven't seen a flying V in LGC since season 3.
Yeah, it's hard to pull off, man, especially in this version of the game.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. As I said, I'm not trying to float boats, but we did it once in season 3 when I was running the Marlies. And it was a game we were up at that point in time, like 7-1. I was like,
Oh,
guys, let's have some fun. Let's pull the flying V off, right?
yeah.
We actually did clip it. It's still on Twitch.
And side note, Ginger coming out saying you are correct, Dreams. That was the secret special move they were going to pull off if they were up a couple goals.
There we go. I was right. Okay. That's what I thought. I mean, that's been common to see that play happen, and it works a lot. If you have the skill to pull it off, you're probably going to score each time.
Yeah, for sure. But the WHL coming back the other way and trying to extend this lead, get that dagger and close it out here. The ECHL trying to hang on and but it's not exactly what we think. There's a little bit of an extra component to the move that he's talking about. All right, Ginger giving out trade
well,
secrets.
Ginger, we're looking forward to seeing what it is. Then tell them to pull it off already.
Right.
I'm getting eager now.
They need a goal. Why not make it fancy?
Right? You need a goal, make it fancy, make it cute.
And we got Waldron stepping up, trying to wire that one past Penn Stater, but he's not having it. All right, deal. He'll send a clip to us. I appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
But yeah, the WHL coming back the other way. A little under 10 minutes here left in the third, and the ECHL not being able to produce too much so far. Penn Stater standing tall back there for the WHL side, and maybe a little frustration as he goes to the slap play, or maybe it was planned out on that one. But yeah, cutting in here, throwing it on, and a nice tip, but a better save. Throwing back down to Snipe, and out front for Heinze, but the defense is there and waiting for him to pass it there. Coming back the other way is the WHL. Nice little L2, but unfortunately, I believe that was Sped. Was unprepared for that little deke.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was. And Sped, to note, is returning as the owner of the Raiders this year, but is yet still available to be drafted on.
Yeah, for sure. And an offside here. A little over 7 minutes left in the third. ECHL's got to string together a few good plays here and get something quick. As Heinze cuts in here, throws it back to his D-man for a nice shot, and another big save by Penn Stater. It's underneath him, and he saves it, covers it up.
Good smother.
For sure. The OHL is still up 2-1. 3 minutes left in the third on that side. It's going to be quite the nail biter.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on that side there. I mean, it's definitely getting down to that wire.
Sorry, the QMJ being up 2-1.
The QMJ, yes, right. It's going to be the nail biter still. Can they hold on to that lead? Can they put one more in and give it a little more of a cushion, or do they give it up? 4-on-4 situation as well with 3 minutes to go, basically. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, the ECHL winning the face-off here in the zone, throwing it back to the D, winding up for the slapper, and it's blocked off by the D, but turned over back to Heinze. Heinze's stick handling in the corner, looking for his options, tries to force it. D-men are ready for it. WHL coming back the other way on a 2-on-2 here, trying to get something going, throws it around back. Sped gets absolutely crunched, and I wouldn't be surprised to see that was a 5, but it's only a 2. So limiting them to either a shorthanded goal or only 2 minutes of gameplay to get 2 goals.
Right, yeah, exactly. And we look down to the last minute, by the way, in the O and the QMJ and the O. Is it O?
Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, O? Yeah, okay, yeah. And it's still 2-1 lead. So it's going to be exciting there. Exciting hockey. But the Q is being pressured against hard.
For sure, on a nice play there on an attempt, and no luck, but they're pressuring hard over there. And on the WHL side here, a nice pass, 3-0. That's the dagger. And that'll probably just about do it for this game, as there's 3:21 left and down 3 goals for the ECHL, who've been unable to muster up too much. And when they have, Penn Stater has been there and ready. So it should be a pretty easy finish out here for the WHL.
It should be easy to just close off now.
Yeah. Absolutely decked is Snipes as the WHL coming back the other way. On a bit of a short-handed rush here as they're looking to cut in and throwing it on net. Going wide to the D. He hangs on to it, throws it on for a tip, and Caniff doing a good job there to smother up the tip.
Right now, it's still back to the queue for a minute. 2-1 lead still with 5.4. Goalie making a big save with the last few seconds and just smothering it out.
Yeah, for sure. And that's
WHL the power play, and that's going to seal the deal for them.
yeah, going
All
down,
right,
man.
the Q takes the lead or wins 2-1 in that one.
Yeah, they take the win over there to get their record to an even 1-1. The OHL drop into 0-2. The WHL more than likely about to go undefeated so far. We see a little frustration out of Heinze as he starts flopping on the ice. Maybe feeling the sweats a little bit here, but gotta get my ECHL boys stepping it up for the next game. Going 1-1. They got to play the other 1-1 team, being the QMJHL.
Yes, yes.
And 28 seconds left here, and the ECHL trying to pressure, get something going, just break that shutty at Penn Staters. But he's on it.
I don't
He's on
see it
his game.
happening.
No, he's on his game. The
honest.
WHL's being pressured on the power play, and a nice hit there by Snipes. But the WHL able to sneak through here, hanging on to it, L2ing a little bit, and looking for that wrap. But Caniff is there and waiting for it. Maybe one last little rush here as they break up the wing here. 2-1, and that'll kill it out. Penn State are picking up the shutout for the WHL as they go undefeated so far in the tournament and doing a good job of it.
Very good job of it. I mean, definitely taking the early lead and holding on to it and just, storming through with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just getting my team set up here for the next game. I have 2 replacements to come in. Working on it. Sleeping, where you at? All right, I got my pictures. Perfect. Oh, and Ginger just sent me that clip.
Yeah, in practice mode.
Yeah.
Does that count?
I mean, I think it's just to show you how it's done a little bit, more than
Okay.
anything else.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I got the DM there, the Ginger. It's definitely a nice move. I would like to see it pulled off in a 6v6. I can appreciate that might be the only clip of it, but yeah, I would definitely want to see that in a 6v6.
Right, that'd be nice to see. Yeah.
But yeah, that wraps up our ECHL versus W game. And then we got the QMJ versus the ECHL coming up next.
Yeah, I'm just putting in stats as I'm a bit quiet for a minute. Like, don't fuck this up. And it looks like my lineup for the next game is ready to go already. They're rocking. They're flying high.
Perfect. And we'll go through a quick little breakdown of what's going on there in the ECHL versus the Q. With shoots and scores on the left wing. Exact same lineup as last game. Shoots and scores. CR14 Snipes and Heinze. Waldron in for his last game of the night. Caniff 20 in net, and Isaac Kronark on right D. And then coming in on the W side is Sleep A on left wing, CMS 90-30 on center, J Rush 32 on right wing, Super Bongros on left D, Murder Mass 86 in net, and Soul Assassin on right D. Looks like a pretty strong lineup across the board here.
It definitely does. Definitely does. It's taking forever to load on the servers today.
The stats, yeah, it took me a long time too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if S&P stats are just a little bit slower or what. I've never had to enter them. I've never been a captain.
No, me either. But I'm finally there, so it's good.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, with that said, we're gonna peek over and see how they're doing on getting ready. Type into the code now. The queue should be rocking and rolling pretty shortly too, I believe.
Should be. I said they're all there in the DR, so it should be just ready to fly.
Awesome. And this is the shit talk round, guys. Me and Dreams facing off here. He's got the Q. I've got the E. I gotta represent.
This is what I'm most excited for. Yep.
I gotta represent my league. He's got the Frenchies. It's fine.
Right. Whatever. The stats stayed quicker here than did in LG. Yeah. I guess there's less teams to go through, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Now, did I get it right? That's the question. Did I get it correct? I did. Okay.
This is the clutch moment. Can CR
Can James
Snipes?
put in stats?
Well, I was gonna say, can CR Snipes put in the LG code?
Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. All right. Well, I'm going to quickly run to my team and just have a good game and go rock it again, and I'll be right back in this conversation with you.
Sounds good. We got the ECHL searching up here, looking for the queue. Get this game locked and loaded. Both teams 1-1, having a pretty good go of it.
Hello?
Hey, bud, how's it going?
Oh, jeez, you're loud. Hold on.
Yeah, it's the Italian thing.
Can I change voice? Okay, I can.
Welcome, Ginger.
Oh, jeez, you're loud too. Hold on.
Poor guy's gonna have no eardrums after
You want
this.
me to yell louder? No.
It's going good. How about you guys?
Good. Just enjoying some good hockey from the top prospects so far. Some interesting games. Not too many blowouts to start. Wonder if
Yeah,
that
no.
Pretty
comes.
close all around.
Yeah.
What do we have? We have a 4-3, we have a 2-1, and I guess the only close blow would be the last one with a 3-0.
Yeah, that's the only one that was close to one. With that being said, I mean, so Ginger, you were obviously a draft pick going
Yes.
into season 10, and spent some time, I believe, up in the NHL with the Blackhawks.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Nice.
Unfortunately, no shots fired, but unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have the greatest of seasons, but you got to come
No.
back down and play on a pretty strong team in the Idaho
Yeah,
Steelheads.
it was still fun. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Now, with that being said, you've obviously gone through this process. I'm not sure if you had played in the prospects games last season.
No, they didn't have them when I got drafted.
You got drafted last
Last
season,
season?
didn't
End of season 9.
you? End of season
So
9. Yeah, last season.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess if they did, I didn't play in them. I
These
guess.
happened. Invites did go out, but if you didn't
Really?
respond, you didn't get
Dreams
it.
is lying to you. He was dodging you, man.
Yeah, I
No,
don't
okay.
know.
Well, I mean, if you were given the opportunity to go into a prospects game, I mean, what's going through your mind? I mean, obviously you're buddies with half the ECHL lineup coming out here.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys are chatting a little bit throughout this. What are you telling them after a bit of a loss there to go 1-1?
Oh, we're just telling them, make sure you stick to running the plays and just try not to get exposed, and you should be fine, really.
Yeah, for sure. And taking an early penalty here, putting the
Yeah,
I do want to
UMJ
mention
on
that
the
we have
power
a
play.
couple more guys here from different leagues. Like Sleep Bay is coming in from the WHL for this game. Filling in as a void at left wing for the Q. But we're back to everything else being normally for the Q. Besides that.
Okay, yeah, so just the one guy. Yeah, unfortunately, we
Yeah.
had to form a bit of a mutt league. We always have some dropouts here and there with the prospects games. People have, stuff pop up, or they don't feel like playing it, or whatever the case might be. Whoever obviously steps up, we appreciate it. But a good chance to showcase yourself if you haven't already gotten into scouting discords in the AHL or NHL, and get your name out there.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I know. You can
Go on. No, go on, buddy. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just saying. I know a lot of owners are they're saying in their discords that they're gonna run scouting games after tryouts. So I know a lot of them are looking at this, looking to see if there's that one standout player that could potentially walk through 3 or 4 guys at once.
And really, that's the whole point of this. I mean, a lot of owners in NHL already know who they want, and they're like maybe their top pick, but they are never sure for their second, third, or fourth round sometimes, and they aren't sure what they want to go with. So this is a chance to see someone that maybe they can find as a sleeper to sneak in that no one else was aware of.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was going to relate, Dark, quick before you go on there about the prospect games. And if you are new and you're tuning in and you want to be in a prospect game next season, we always release at the end of the regular season. No, I would say probably 2 weeks after round 2 of playoffs. We release this prospect list out to all prospects If you don't respond in that PM on LG, it'll be an LG PM. If you don't respond to that, you're not getting into the game. We're not going to hunt you down and beg you. You need to do your own due diligence as well.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, anyone who's coming new to the league or is even maybe a second season prospect and wants to, get their name out there, even just have fun in a a tournament sort of like this and play against some top end guys and from different leagues. It's a good spot to get noticed or at least have some fun doing it.
Exactly. This one's pretty much back and forth.
Yeah, not a crazy amount of chances. The Q had some early. The ECHL come back either way, and CR trying to get through there and go on the forehand, can't quite get it done. Waldron trying to throw the slapper on, and it's blocked off pretty quickly. As CR gets it back here, looking to throw back to his right D is a Kronark, who throws it down to Heinze. Heinze hanging on to it, looking back to his D for that 1T, but again, the slot is covered pretty well by the defense, and a bit of a rough breakout pass there as it's chopped back up to CR, and the ECHL come back the other way. Oh, losing it behind the net. And yeah, I mean, looks like the ECHL is getting a little bit of the better of them right now in terms of possession and controlling the puck, but still having a bit of a hard time, sort of what they did last game with getting quality chances. And as I say that, Heinze throws a nice wicked shot on for pass by CR.
Yeah, if I'm an NHL owner here, I'm basically looking for, somebody who can run NHL level plays, so back passes, getting the goalie to slide, some, L2ing around a guy or two, looking maybe like a slap shot 5-hole instead of trying to just go forehand, backhand. Yeah, some creative stuff as well.
Yeah, exactly right. Not your standard, skate up the right wing past your left winger for a 1T. Everyone can do that. Everyone can read that. It's not a difficult play.
Yeah, and like some cuts and sauces between D-men, because I know they do that a lot, especially me being defense. I found out that basically a winger just comes down and then they can just sauce it through you whenever they feel like. So some of that stuff too would be cool to see.
I definitely got to say the same thing. I learned that playing you guys in game 7 there, where your goal too, we had 2 guys covering your guy, but it saucy both of us. I was like, how? But you're right. If you're doing that sauce, odds are you're really getting through.
Yeah, but also adding to that is like a good defenseman can stop that. It's just, do they know how?
Right, exactly. If you're not positioned properly, if you're slightly out but you think you're close enough, it's gonna make a whole difference.
Yeah, that's something you learn as well from playing good players. So we'll see what they do here.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. If they can find a way to be creative and run some plays. I was expecting a little bit more fireworks from the ECHL coming out with the chemistry that they do have. They haven't looked. I won't say they've looked bad or anything. They just haven't looked dominant as of yet. Maybe their legs are a little bit, not there. They still got to get a couple more warm-ups in, whatever. But we're heading on to Game 3. Only 3 more to go after this. I mean, now is the time to shine. And Heinz getting a good chance there, but shooting off the side of the net on a forehand, backhand shot. As they try and keep the pressure going, Kronark gets it on the right D, tries to shoot it on, it's blocked off pretty quickly, and the Q's feeling the pressure. They're getting hemmed in a little bit, but bending and not breaking, not giving up too many crazy chances either. I mean, the chances have been mostly tip shots are pretty standard 1Ts, sort of like the one they just received, where for Canif that's a simple save. You can read that exactly. It's tracks. I think that's one thing people maybe don't register as much is passing opposite of where you're skating, sort of like you're saying with the back passing, right? The goalie and the defenseman are going to kind of track towards where you're skating. If you're passing that direction, they're already heading that way. If you skate at your D-man and send him a point pass, you're suiciding the guy.
That's right. Here comes a big break, though. Could have been dangerous, but no time with the clock left. I didn't see the clock as a big break coming, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
WHL side, right now they're up 1-0 with about 9 minutes to go in the first over the O.
Yeah, that's looking like the WHL is looking like the team to beat as of right this moment.
They're standing true to what they did all season, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, not a team to be taken lightly, and they've got some pretty stellar players on that side. So let's see if they can go 3-0 to start this tournament and pretty much guarantee themselves one of the top spots.
Top seeds, right? Yeah. I mean, if they go 3-0, all they really need, in my opinion, is one more win, they're going to lock it.
Yep.
I mean, as it stands right now, right now we have the E and the Q both at 1 game apiece. Mm-hmm. So I mean, both will be down by one will be down by 2 games in this.
Yeah, that's the OHL. And speaking of the OHL, they did just score to tie it back up, 1-1, 6 minutes left in the first here.
They did.
We got the second period face-off, dropping on a 0-0 game between the Q and the E here as shoots and scores trying to cut in here with the L2, draws the penalty. ECHL will go on the power play here.
And I'm still in the Discord with these guys, so like the thing that's troubling them right now is they're in their own heads. Like they just need to have fun and just play, like it would be in club. I think they're definitely in their own heads, taking this a little bit too like
Seriously.
harsh on themselves. They just need to,
Yeah.
have fun. And
Yeah,
it's not really for anything. Yeah, I mean, besides getting drafted, but I mean,
Yes, but I mean that's not going to make or break it. Your
exactly.
draft stock
Exactly.
is based on scouting games.
Nice
Oh, and a
ball.
nice play there by Heinze.
And a lot of guys think that this is going to help raise your draft stock or lower it, and really it won't lower it. It
No.
may help you raise it, but it's not going to
Yeah.
lower it. I don't think.
Exactly. Yeah.
With that said, the WHL taking the lead here with 2-1 on the other side, and the ECHL getting the first goal. Heinze who shoots and scores for the 1T up front, and the Q coming back down looking for their chance, and an ill-advised slap shot gets taken away as Heinze gets it up the right board. He's going to try an L2, and a nice move, but a good play by the defenseman there to close him off and make sure he didn't have the room to finish that forehand.
Yeah, very nice play by him, just to make sure he got held out just a second too long.
Yeah. Oh, that was a nice little L2 by CMS there. There's a bit of a scramble out front of the ECHL goalie as the Q tries to reset it up and goes for the 1T. Big save by Caniff. And another one and another big save there as the Q's really trying to put the pressure on and get that game tire. Looking for those cross D passes for the 1T and getting a couple off in quick succession. Reset
WHL side, by the way, just ended the period. It's 2-1 WHL.
Okay, cool. So going to the second is the OHL versus WHL game.
I'd like to see some D-men start moving the puck, maybe carrying up the ice themselves. I always like seeing D-men who know what they're doing with the puck and aren't afraid to bring it up and pinch when needed and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Rather than kind of just skating it back and resetting. I mean, you got to capitalize on those odd man rushes, and if you're the guy in the spot, if you're sitting in F3 spot, you got to take it.
Yeah, maybe maybe instead of just a point shot from a pass, maybe try to work it down low yourself. Maybe try to open up some
Rotate a
passing
little bit.
lanes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, and a good chance there for Shoots and Score to put a dagger up, but can't quite finish. And the Q coming back the other way, trying a bit of an ill-advised sauce pass there, but no ice, and the ECHL kind of whiffs on that defensively a little bit, but they regroup here and try and get it out as CR loses it on the left boards there. A force pass up the middle. Oh, and there it is.
Go.
Breakaway for Heinze. Getting the chance
Attaboy.
and a nice goal on the forehand. Smart move to keep it simple. I'm of the opinion that forehand is OP.
Yeah.
I've played Sunshine, one of our media members, far too many times to know that it is OP. The man put up 50 goals in the AHL literally just going forehand. It is unfair.
Quick note though, I do have to hop out now. I had something planned, so it was fun being on. Thanks for bringing me
coming
on.
in, buddy.
No
Yeah,
problem. No problem. Thanks for being here again, man. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, see you guys later.
Peace. Always good to have guys step forward and come be a guest and come shoot the shit for a bit.
Yeah, for sure. And it was for anyone who missed it, that was Ginger, draft pick from season 9, and on the Idaho Steelheads this season, kind of coming in to rep his boys a little bit as they're battling for the ECHL against the Q here with a 2-0 lead. And the Q is not playing tremendously strong, getting worked pretty hard right now by the E. And the E both teams really need this win. Both sporting a 1-1 record. Going down 1-2 in the round robin this early is not ideal. But yeah, the ECHL absolutely applying the pressure and pretty much full collapse now by the QMJHL.
You got Cornet 57 coming in our chat here saying that the right wing on the white team is garbage.
Yeah, calling out Heinze.
Yeah, I think he must know him. And Mr. Freeze saying just change it now in his TC.
Maybe we'll see some call-ups in the near future. But yeah, we got Heinze trying a little bit too much on the L2s there. It goes back the other way on a bit of a 3-on-3 here. CMAS coming in with the L2.
Lead for WHL, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. And the OHL having a really rough start. I mean, winless so far and going down 3-1, and in Game 3 is unfortunate.
It is. It is. And you see the Q though, kind of trying to bounce back here against the ECHL, trying to fight back, trying to dig the way out of it. It's going to be hard to do. This is a huge chemistry lineup they're playing against.
Yeah, and the Q's not getting too much going. They had some stuff buzzing early in the game, but they've kind of fallen off since.
In real life friend, but he still sucks.
Calling it
You know,
how he
he
sees
was
it.
supposed to come to the Thunders, but apparently he requested to go to Idaho because they were going to win it all. That was his exact comment.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, I remember being in a party with I want to say it was Cornect, playing a couple games with him and Heinze, and I believe Cornect was offering his services to the Kalamazoo Wings early on in the season.
Cornet's a decent guy. He's been around the league
Yeah,
forever.
for sure.
I've had some good run-ins with this guy and some good times with him. He's always been down to earth guy and great to have in a party.
Yeah, oh for sure. But yeah, drop of the puck for the third period here with an ECHL 2-0 lead, and CMAS try to cut right through, and a good save by Canif 20 there as he seals the door. CMAS really trying to take it on his shoulders now to pull this lead back as the ECHL comes back the other way and wires one from Heinze over to shoots and scores, and the goaltender kind of sliding out of the way on that one, unfortunately.
Yeah, moving a little bit too far over and just leaving the net kind of gaping a little bit.
Update on the other side, now 3-2 as the OHL has scored.
Trying to fight back, eh? Trying to fight back.
Yeah, they do not want to go in that 0-3 hole early.
No, and that's something that they got to worry about, is not following that hole. They don't want to be last seed.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And we got the QMJ trying to break it out here, down 3-0, third period. They really got to get some pressure going here. Thrown back to the point, looking for his options, skates it down low. Skates holding it, and tries to throw it on across. No luck. Stolen back there, and hanging on to it on the boards there, trying to throw it across for another cross. And I think Idaho's realized that's kind of their trick.
Too.
Yeah, that's their move, right? A nice save there by I believe it was Murder Mass.
No, Murder Mass. It was my fault. He was supposed to play, but I kept in Flemont again. It was supposed to be Murder Mass, and I forgot all about he was in this game. I messed up, so he's going to be in next game though for sure.
Okay, so we got Fleming and doing a pretty decent job, but I mean not getting a lot of goal support as of right now. 3-0 lead and an icing by the Q there, and the OHL's looking a little sloppy on the other side of the ice as they turn it over for a great opportunity, but the WHL not finishing on it. Back here, offensive zone faceoff as the ECHL wins it, and they cut around looking for that cross attempt, and no luck as the Q breaks it out here. Coming up the wing, looking for some options, skating it a little bit, tries to throw it around back, but Sniper is there to take it away pretty easily.
I think it's sleeping with those came down that board trying to make the play. The ECU filling for the WHL side. You gotta wonder, are these ECUs for the Q really trying to help the Q or just trying to throw them off?
Yeah, I mean maybe get some gamesmanship in there. No, I imagine you know what they.
No, I'm just trying to crack jokes.
Yeah, for sure. A bit of
a stand-up guy.
Yeah, a bit of an errant pass there, but it results in an offside.
One thing I do gotta say about the Q side of things is they need to start playing more team hockey a little bit. Like I said, Center has a few times took upon herself to try being the one-man show. There's 5 of you out there. Yeah, not saying that he can't do it. I know he can do it. He has that skill to do it.
Yeah, for sure. And you see it here, right? You know, cutting in and hanging on to it. Throws it back to his D-man, and an easy, pretty easy save there for Canif 20 as it's a far-out point shot with no one out front for the screen.
Yeah, right there. You need a winger to fall in the center slot for center, right, and get that screen.
Exactly. 10:34 left in the third period here. The ECHL winning it on the toss down, and CR pulling a little L2 move results in an offside. His wingers were not prepared for that.
No, definitely not.
And Heinze cutting in here, looking for a shot. Oh, he passes it over, and just a missed net there by snipes and thrown across, and another big save by Flamin there as he's trying to keep his team in this. 9:15 left, down 3 goals. They really got to get something soon, or this one's going to be over real quick.
Yeah, they do. They got to get something to pop on for themselves. Not that it's going to be all for naught. They're going to end up losing if they don't do it. They just need to get one to pop in now and maybe get a quick one after that again and change momentum a little bit.
Yep, exactly. Oh, and there it is. A nice little turd shot for the rebound and a good 1T there by Sleep A to put it past CanF20, who was caught on his post there. Good play by the Q to try and battle back here with 8:21.
But is it too little too late? Yeah, is it too little too late? We'll see.
Yeah, for sure. We got the puck sent all the way back to the Q's zone as they try to break it out. Sauces it all the way down the ice for an icing.
I mean, could be smart. I mean, nothing there behalf. I mean, going for that soft in a dump play, hoping to get some speed going in. It could be smart if the guy was a little deeper.
Yeah, for sure. We got the Q breaking out here, looking for their options and really got to figure out a way to break this trap a little bit and find a way to stop carrying it with one man at a time.
They do.
CMS stealing it here and trying to get it in deep, but no luck. As Sleep A battles it off and manages to get it halfway down the boards and gets absolutely clocked by Kronark, who pulls a little L1 move that was probably unnecessary as it gets turned over to the Q guys, but they lose the puck on the line and it results in an offside. 5:06 left in the third here.
That's right. I just had a message that I check out. Trying to get Murder Mass set up for next game.
All good.
A good pick off there. I'm behind you by a bit. I'm watching through our Cups and Choirs. For some reason, the stream for Snipes won't work for me at all.
Weird.
It just keeps saying commercial break. Yeah, so I had to jump over to ours. Not a big deal.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, limited time left here as the ECHL is up. Oh, and a big save there by Canef with 2:30 left in the third to keep this one 2-goal game. And a big turnover here, and a beautiful pass there, and it's now 3-2 on both sides. As the Q's trying to push back here and get some.
They're trying to fight back now. They're trying to fight back and get something going for themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
2 minutes to go, though. Again, is it too little too late? We'll see. But definitely, like I said, they got the first goal. They got 2. That's a big momentum shift coming in. Can they keep that and ride to the house now?
Yeah, exactly.
And almost. I mean, with that, I'm behind you, but that little half wrap hitting the post, it could have been something better. Don't know why I can't get onto Snipes video.
Yeah, and the ECHL just looking to burn out the clock here with limited time left as the Q's got maybe one more rush left here. As CMS is cutting up the middle here and looking for his options, and no luck.
Yeah, it was basically probably the last dire rush. Just no luck at it. Great idea for the rebound. Just knowing they are close enough to close it off. I mean, again, what you expect in these games, though, with these talented teams on each side of the ice, is these close games. You're not looking for any blowout. You don't expect any blows to happen either. And so far, we've been living up to that hype.
Yeah, for sure. And that should just about do it, as the ECHL has won their game and doing a good job to seal it out there.
Definitely. All right, so I don't go to stats again. I'm not used to this, eh?
Yeah, for sure. Just switching over to the other side now here to close out the third period. 1 minute and 23 seconds left as the WHL is currently leading 3-2. trying to close it out here and keep it down low, but the OHL going to get maybe a couple more rushes here to come back the other way. And they get a breakaway. Oh, and a good chance there, but a big save there to keep this a one-goal game.
Definitely. I'm just gonna jump over and let them know that there's a goalie change for this game coming in, so there's no confusion on it.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, 37 seconds left here as the OHL's got a pressure, trying to throw a shot on net, but no luck. As it's bouncing around the goalie a little bit here. Maybe this is their chance, and no luck. 30 seconds left. He sends it all the way down, and Speds chasing for the life, and he manages to get it. Throws it out front. D-man hanging on to it maybe a little too long. No, he gets it on net, and 17 seconds left, and Sped gets a chance. Can't bury it. Oh, and another huge save for the OHL, as it could have been the absolute dagger there, but the OHL's got to get it out. They've only got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and he covers it. Oh, he throws it out and burns the rest of the game off, and the WHL is going to go undefeated, 3-0, and the OHL is now 0-3. But yeah, going into the next game, sorry, entering stats, guys. I apologize for the delay here, but I believe it's going to be the OHL versus the ECHL again, and it should be a pretty good matchup. The OHL needs to win this one to not go winless to start the tourney, and the E needs to get this to try and catch up to the W. All right.
Right, I'm back. Sorry for that delay on you.
It's all right. It's all right. I was entering my stats. Sorry for the dead air, guys. We're doing a lot of things all at once. I got the stream up here for CR Snipes. The lineup slightly changing here as Waldron hopping out after his 3 games, going 2-1, and Herndog coming in to replace him. And we now officially have a full 5-man lineup of straight Idaho Steelheads with a Kansas City Maverick in the mix in net and can of 20. This will be the lineup for the rest of the night. So you'll be getting a lot of coverage of the forward, the same forward line, same right D, same goalie. Kind of get an in-depth look at these guys.
Definitely. Right, so I might need an ECU eventually here for a right D.
Okay.
Not that he has anything really real going on. It's just a big storm happening right now.
Oh, okay. So potentially.
And he might lose. Right, so that happens. We'll have to be doing some digging across some leagues and platforms to see who we can find out.
If anyone's listening and they're a prospect and a right team.
Right, if anyone's listening, you're a prospect, and you want in this game as an ECU in case someone can't make it, get a hold of us. We'll put you in.
Yep, exactly.
And stating prospect would mean if you were a prospect starting season 10. It doesn't matter what you'll be in season 11. If you were starting season 10 as a prospect, that's all that matters. Did you read back in our chat here a while ago what to elevate said dark side equals the GOAT?
Appreciate that, Preston. I see he's not salty about the fact that I have him perma muted. Not gonna lie.
Not gonna lie, it is what it is.
No, Preston's a good guy. He fits perfectly in that sunshine backpack. And
okay. Needs to get carried.
For sure. If you're still listening, Preston, I'm betting on you guys getting 46 wins and still not making the playoffs. Just throwing that out there.
I'm taking dollars to cents that they go dead last year with victory. No, I'm kidding. I don't know what I'm talking.
No, you know what? I think Sunshine and Preston will be fine this season. They just got a little unlucky. They got stuck in that division of doom, and
they did.
Yeah,
they made a great run at it.
Yeah, for sure. It's strange to see a team put up, 90 some odd points and not make the playoffs.
And not the playoffs, right? Yeah. I mean, but that's like real life nowadays. I mean, you see teams making 103 points in real life and like not getting playoffs. But back in the 90s, if you had 100 points, you were like a top-notch team.
Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, even like looking 10 years ago, like Montreal squeaking in, I think it was 2010 with like 88 points.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Exactly. So I mean, it seems like LG is kind of taking part in that same area where it is in real life as well, right?
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, again, there's differences in conference. Same thing in real life. There's a lot of complaints in real life about the WHL, or should WHL, the Western Conference being a lot easier in terms to get in, and same thing when it came to the West versus the East in the AHL as well.
Definitely. Oh, where are we here now? Boom.
Unfortunately, I think the OHL is having a little bit of a hiccup trying to get.
It looks like a slight hiccup going on there. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. And I'm sure some of these guys are a little disappointed with the way they started. I mean, going, 0-3 to start the tourney. I'm sure.
Yeah, 0-3 now. Maybe there's a bit of frustration happening in them too, and stalling a little bit, trying to regroup, trying to pep talk themselves, get remotivated. Maybe I'm not in there, so I'm just speculating, right?
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully, their captain there can step up and find a way to get these guys all on the same page and finish out these games. Have some fun. And again, that's what this is at the end of the day. If you lose the tournament in the prospects game, it's not going to make or break your LG career. You're not going to get dropped from being a top 10 pick to a TC in the CHL next season. You're still a good player. It's just you played some tough teams. You didn't win. It happens.
Exactly.
But while we wait for that game to get started, I'm just going to peek over at the other game we got going on between the WHL and the Q. And it looks like not too much going on over there either.
Oops, I can't type today. Fuck me. Pardon my language, potty mouth me, but whatever. We're all adults here anyways, right?
Yeah.
Right. So who's the E playing? Just,
the OHL. So the
OHL.
schedule is set. It's so that it's the exact same schedule.
Just looped?
Just looped. Yep. So it's going to be E versus O, and then E versus W, and then E versus Q.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to make my life a little bit easier.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, whatever floats the boat makes work, right? I mean, I'm just looking for the right streams and who's playing whom.
Yeah, for sure. And Affordable Dreams can confirm I was racking my brain for a good half hour
Yeah,
trying to figure it
I
out.
actually just said, you know what? I'm glad I'm watching this and not doing it because it was a gong show to watch him do it. I finally said, you know what? I'm getting off now. It's like midnight or 1 in the morning. I'm getting
Yeah.
off now. So I'm gonna fall asleep watching my computer screen to see how long it takes you to fix it. And I actually fell asleep before you got it fixed.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of had to work through some kinks, but we got it going, and it's been fun so far. We're about halfway through, and we'll be picking it up again tomorrow a little bit to get the
Tomorrow
tourney.
won't be as long of a day. It's
No,
basically a single knockout, so I think we've got 3 games.
a grand total of 3 games.
Yeah.
Only an hour's worth of our streaming. We're gonna cover the one playoff side. Mike, Naughty, and Sunshine are gonna cover the other,
And
then
then
we're gonna join together and.
we could join together, let them start on their side, we do our side, and have AHL and CHL both watch the same game. We could do either or.
Yeah, we'll figure it out when the time comes. But
Yeah.
yeah, and looks like we got the OHL and the ECHL finally matching up here, getting their stuff sorted out.
Yeah. Look at that. I'm just waiting for this West Coast Express to get this up going.
Yeah, for sure. And it sounds like they're having some issues with their center having to back out.
Yeah, definitely. And who was center from this game? Let me double check that.
For the WHL was, I believe, Ripley, if I'm not mistaken.
D-Boot.
D-Boot, that's right.
Yes. D-Boot 90. Ripley is playing right wing.
All right, so we're loading in now. Got it in fairly quickly. 7 minutes past game time's not terrible. Oh, never mind. We did not get it.
We did not get in.
My mistake.
What? Okay, I'm confused. We'll talk after. I'm just really confused.
Okay.
How do you screenshot a computer again?
Windows print screen.
Windows print screen.
Yeah.
And I send it to you as what again?
Control V.
Thank you, buddy.
No worries.
You know my stupid brain; it doesn't work half the time.
It's all good.
I don't mind asking dumb questions. I'm gonna send it to you, and you try explaining that one to me.
Confirmed confusing message incoming,
We
guys.
can't talk about it, but
Yeah. That is hilarious.
Right? I think he's getting too old for himself.
I think it's just a twofer.
It might be, but
I know.
yeah, right.
That's why I said it was a twofer. Yeah,
Yep.
No. Sorry, guys, for the secrecy. It's not something we can discuss openly, but just some silliness going on by some people.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Did you get any games going? So I lost complete track with that.
Yeah, so the ECHL and the Q managed, so the ECHL and the O managed to match up, but unfortunately, I believe got a TR error. ECHL is now just kind of getting their stuff back together. Peeking in on the other side, it looks like sort of the same deal as the WHL is trying to get that center to get back in there and get rocking and rolling.
It looks like the E's got the center back in now, or the team back in now.
Yeah, they're going to start searching. Hopefully,
they can get that West Coast Express to get going. These guys are slack. For a team that's up 3-0, they're slacking.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the center had something pop up, which is unfortunate, especially because he was having obviously a pretty good go of it so far.
Oh yeah. So they're looking for that feeling guy. Eh?
Yeah, unfortunately, and this stuff happens, guys. Bear with us. We're doing our best to get him, moving as smoothly as we can.
Exactly. I'm just reading the chat we have going on. When Ripley said WHL needs a few, RC had emergency. J. Rush goes, okay, then we want to search. Snipes goes, lost the guy. Heinze goes, never seen that before.
Yeah, for sure.
Good old EA.
Yeah, for sure. Now the question is going to be, can Maniac on Crack ready up in time? Had him on my team. That was, I think, one of his biggest flaws.
I was saying, was that his problem? He's like too much crack to ready up. Just lost
Yeah,
track
you
of
got to
time
hit
or
that
what?
X button, buddy. Yeah, otherwise you're not getting matched up.
So let's see here. What's the pooling again? The pooling again is WHL is up 3 games.
Yep,
The Q is 1 win, 2 losses. The ECHL is 2-1,
yep,
and the O is 0-3.
correct.
O needs to pick it up.
So if the O loses this game,
Their last seed.
well, and the oh yeah, they would be. Wait, no, the Q needs to win as well.
The Q needs to win one more, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it looks rough to almost a dagger that you're going to end that last, if not second to last seed. And you don't want to be last seed, especially if you're having a rough time playing against, let's say, WHL goes undefeated. You don't want to be last seed playing that.
No, and funny enough, it might work out that the O versus the W might be the game that decides who's first and last.
Right?
And that might just be sort of like a rematch, right?
Yeah, exactly. So now the ECHL one is kicking off right now.
Yeah, a
over
couple
on
minutes into the
TS
first period
Knights.
here is
Yeah.
the red team being the ECHL, the white team being the OHL, as a bit of a wonky shot just kind of thrown on net, but Caniff throws it out on a bit of a dicey play, and the ECHL recovers pretty quickly, getting it back, thrown up to Heinze. Heinze on a 2-on-1, stick handling a little too much and trying to force it through without the sauce. No luck. Coming back the other way is the OHL, hanging on to it backhand, throwing it around back behind the net, looking for some options here, back to the point, but they read it pretty cleanly there as Heinze. Oh, he was sprung, but unfortunately, CR just could not slip that one through as the OHL's pressuring pretty hard and trying to get something going here.
Definitely. Yeah, I just wrote in our chat about this. There's a comment, and Ripley said yes on his way. I said, okay, making sure. If not, I would have done some digging just to give him a hand.
Yeah, for sure. And again, these little hiccups happen, right?
They do happen. I said this is way smoother than it was a year ago. So,
yeah, for sure. And six consecutive games, no breaks in
no
time
breaks,
between.
right? So this is, I mean, really gone really smooth. This is the longest break they've had so far. So it is what it is.
Yep, and it's gonna happen, right? We'll have a little bit of delay. It's a slight stagger, so you guys can
It
kind of
is.
watch both games and have that 15-minute delay, right?
Yep, exactly.
And a penalty taken there by Isaac Kronark, and the OHL is gonna go up a man here on the power play, first chance of the night for these guys to get a goal here as they get it back to the point. Skates it back, Maniac throwing it on net, and it's blocked pretty easily, and taken back away and dumped all the way back out by Shoots and Scores.
Now, the OHL, you think is playing with a bit more grit this time.
Yeah, I mean, they got something to prove, right? Haven't won a game, and they've been close in most of the games.
They've been close. There's been no blowouts, really.
No.
3-0 was the worst, but still, to me, not really a blowout.
No, that wasn't even the... Was it the OHL that lost 3-0? Yes.
It was. Yes.
No, that was the ECHL. Sorry.
Was it ECHL losing 3-0? Okay.
Yeah, because the OHL did a good job.
That's right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Oh, and a nice tip shot. Oh, and a good opportunity, but unfortunately taken away there. And flipped all the way up to Kronark. But is that Murder Mass playing the puck out for... Oh, sorry, no, OHL goalie.
No, Murder Mass is in the queue.
That would be the Otters goalie. Oh, what's gonna bother me?
Megatoast?
Yes, thank you, Cook Megatoast.
Okay, yes.
And
by the way, the West Coast Expresses are finally in their game.
Nice.
On that note, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break and be right back.
Okay, all right, buddy. But yeah, we got the ECHL picking up the puck off and icing here. It's going to go back down the other way. They get a face-off in the OHL zone here. Get a chance to put up a lead and try and put these OHL guys on their backside with a 0-4 hole out facing them, and a nice save there as they try the reverse play, popping it out front. And the OHL coming back down the other way, looking for their opportunity to score, but the ECHL doing a good job closing them off. As shoots and scores is straight lining pretty hard, looking to throw it across to is it Kronark who can't get it, and the OHL's coming back the other way, getting their opportunity, but the ECHL trapping pretty well. Some nice L2s, but no luck as he gets beat by the second man and throw it around back to Heinze. Heinze picks it up, throws it back to his point, who throws it on net. A nice tip, but Megatoast there and ready to save it.
All right. What did I miss?
Oh, and not too much, honestly. The ECHL pressure in, but not getting too much going. Oh, and there it is.
Heinze. Say that?
Yeah, Heinze actually hanging on to that for a second.
If I recall, Cornet referred to him as the ship, right? So.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I got a little worried for a second there. He got that pass and hung on to it for a second longer than I thought he was going to. Especially with a wide open net with the goalie hugging the wrong post. But
so my question to Cornet, is he still a shitter? Look at him score his goal. Come on, it's like every game he scored in the
yeah, for sure. And charging down the ice is oh no, sorry, it goes back the other way for the OHL as they're breaking it out here, coming up the wing, trying to find some options here, L2ing a little bit, throwing it back down low and losing it on the net, getting it back, throwing it back to the point, over to the other point man, no luck as Maniacs gets stripped at the blue line, but they manage to keep it in, turns it over to CR Snipes throwing it up. Oh, no, hanging on to it. Throwing it over to his D-man, who gets absolutely plastered. He's injured and down on the ice. As the sauce is thrown from CR over to shoots and scores. No luck. Shoots on... sorry, Snipes shoots, and Megatoast the big save. One T option on the point. Yeah, right? Megatoast going to be a big factor in this game, keeping the OHL in it. And no luck so far, but... Idaho going in with a 1-0 lead.
And on the Q and W side here, the Q taking a 1-0 lead.
Okay, nice.
I mean, would that be something to see the Q be the first team to take them?
And I'm lying. It's Philly Steve and net for this.
Philly Steve, okay.
For this game, yeah. With Maniac and Haller on defense for the OHL, Vermette QC, Snipe City 13, and GP3 on the forward lineup there. The ECHL heavily pressuring in terms of shots, but the OHL actually getting the better time on its attack by a little bit and slightly better passing, losing those faceoffs and taking the one penalty, obviously, but a pretty good start for them so far.
Definitely.
They can keep it going, and for the OHL, you got to try and battle back.
I mean, the ECHL, time attack is pretty much dead on. Passing is pretty close, but the out shooting 7-2. Yeah, that's phenomenal.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I was saying, would it be something to see the Q, who was a mixed match of teams, be the one to beat the WHL? It would be kind of ironic.
Yeah, get a little revenge for their taking a loss to them earlier.
Right. Yep.
But yeah, no, the OHL's looking to kind of set something up here, and Haller skating it down, holding on to it, getting closed off pretty easily there, and going up the other way to Snipes, who throws it up to his winger and cuts him with the L2 move, throws it on net, and nothing given. Thrown around the back of the net and won by the ECHL by Herndog. Herndog resetting, looking for his breakout options. A little L2, but the pass is a half a second late. Picked off at the line, won back by the ECHL, and thrown back into the zone on a bit of an errant pass. Herndog has to pick this one up and reset it, see what he can get going. Up to Snipes. Snipes over to Heinze. Heinze back to Snipes. Snipes back to Heinze, and a big save there. Thrown back out as a very dicey move, but back the other way for the OHL. Yeah, I would not have done that, but I mean, it might work out for him as the OHL gets some pressure here, and they're hanging on to it. Oh, and he holds it. I did not think he was going to. Doing a good job to maintain possession there, and tries to L2 out of the corner, but no luck. And the OHL throwing it, trying to throw it behind the net guy, getting stuck in behind the goalie. As it's thrown up to Snipes, over to Scores. Scores hanging on to it, throwing it back behind to Snipes, and no luck as the OHL recover it, and Maniacs ended up the wing, trying to get the breakout going. A little L2 move, a little L1 move, and a little bit too much. As Herndog throws it up the middle back to Snipes. Snipes throwing it across. Heinze getting there just in time. Throws it back to Snipes. Snipes is probably going to send this across to Green. No, he doesn't. He drops for the reverse. And a nice shot, but a bigger save there to keep it 1-goal game here.
Definitely. Now I'm just jumping over to the Q side of here again, and a great opportunity by the Q came and make it 2-0, and they just couldn't get the stick on the loose puck in front of that open net.
Yeah, and that's always unfortunate. And
unfortunate.
A nice play there by Snipes to hold forehand and wait for that opening to Heinze and reverse it a little bit and get that tap-in goal for the 2-0 lead for the ECHL here, as the OHL is now facing an 0-4 start. 10 minutes left in the second here. They really got to get something.
Not ideal.
Here. No.
Not ideal at all. I keep getting part of this guy saying my PS4 controller keeps turning off on its own, so I keep hearing him talk every once in a while. I'm like, who the fuck's talking?
And a nice move there by Scores, but unfortunately Heinze was not prepared for that full spin L2. And face off just outside the zone here. One back to Herndog, who's being pressured now, looking for an out. Throws it to Heinze. Heinze hanging on to it. And a nice play there, as it's now 3-0 for the ECHL. And this game is quickly getting out of hand. 7:50 left in the second. Up 3.
Not looking healthy.
No, I mean they gotta figure out this ECHL team and figure out how to get something going here, but nothing doing as they're starting to try to force through on plays, and resetting here is the ECHL, as the O is trying to set up a bit of a trap here, but broken through pretty quickly. Snipes gets it, bottled off and closed up here as the OHL tries to break it out. A bit of a force pass there. Herndog picks it off fairly easy, shoots and scores, gets it on a bit of a force pass and a lucky bounce. Snipes hangs onto it, slap shots it, and a good save by the goaltender there to hang onto it.
Now, a quick update here at the end of the period for the Q and the WHL. It is a 1-0 lead for the Q, but the shots are basically dead even. But the time attack is heavily on the WHL side.
Yeah, for sure. I'm looking at this side, 6 shots in the period for the ECHL and 0 for the O. They got to rectify that. A nice play out front to try and reverse the goalie, but he's there. He's playing really well. He's just not getting a lot of support defensively as of right now.
No, definitely not. And right now, man, by the way, I got to say, we're getting smashed right now. Oh, there's one by Mike Naughty's stream. He's doubling us in viewers. We're getting annihilated.
I mean, good for Mike, man.
Definitely. As much as we have our own competition going here, AHL and CHL media has their own competition.
Yeah, for sure.
But we support each other nonetheless.
Yeah, of course.
And there's one right back.
Yep, and a nice pass there. The OHL, managing to pull one closer and then immediately giving one up. 4-1 now. 3 minutes left in the second period here. It's looking like this.
It's looking like the CHL is finally getting their groove after the first half of the round robin. And starting to shine a little better.
Yeah, for sure. And Herndog throwing it up to Heinze, who gets closed off emphatically as Snipes picks it up and throws it back to him. And he's tripped. Now a power play for the ECHL, up 4-1.
Something you don't want to give them right now.
No, this is, we'll say, less than ideal.
Definitely. I gotta say, I can see why the voters or viewers are going over there. The more exciting game right now would have to be on their side. What a battle going on over there.
Very defensive. And a big save there as the ECHL is really pouring it on right now, trying to stretch this lead out, but a bit of an errant pass there, and the OHL is going to get it up the boards. Turned over immediately though as Shoots and Score gets it, throws it to Heinze. Heinze throws it over to Snipe, and he tries for the move and he can't pull it off.
He was going for it.
and that will end the
He did say
period.
if he got by a couple goals, he would try
Yeah, for sure.
it.
But that's the end of the second period for us here as the
And we're
ECHL
about
currently win.
midway in the second and the Q in the W as well. Still 1-0 for the Q over the W. But what a grindy game, back and forth action, high intensity on both sides.
Most definitely. Um, yeah, and still 1-0 over there, right? 10 minutes left in the second, and the
The
WHL
Q's
trying to
trying
get
to hang
some.
on to this 1-0 lead.
They really are, and you can feel they're getting pressure. They're not getting a lot of chances themselves, but content to just play, a
Now,
kneel at the clock kind of style.
if I'm correct, because my memory is horrible, since the E's winning the game, they pull up the win, but the Q beats this one, it is a tie for first place with W and E.
Yes, that would be the case.
Yeah.
Actually, I believe we tie for all three. Or no, the Q's 1 and 2,
No,
aren't they?
no, because the Q is 1-1, and
Yeah,
the
they're
E is
1 and 2.
1-2.
Yeah, so that would tie the WHL. My apologies. Yeah.
Yeah. The E and W be tied, leaving third seed locked in for the Q, but not out of second or first. I mean, still going away.
Yeah, it's gonna.
It just looks bad for the O.
Yeah, and it's looking that way. I mean, one team was gonna come out as the bottom team, and here you'd like to see them pick up a win at some point during this journey.
You would. Now, speaking of that, WHL's at a 5-on-3.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a big kill if the.
Well, we'll see what Murder Mass can do. I mean, Murder Mass is a goalie that you really don't want to overestimate.
Yeah, for sure. Now the ECHL on this side, just kind of cycling it and burning out the clock a little bit here, taking their chances.
Oh,
Oh, what a nice one-handed tuck by CR14 Snipe as he loses his stick and still does the shooting celly. Impressive.
right? He had no stick doing that. He's a magic man.
Yeah, for sure. Now 5-1, and I'm sure the morale on
It's
the
all for
OHL
naught at this
side.
point.
Yeah, I'm sure the OHL morale is a little bit low right now, but hopefully they can, buck up and come out big for their next game.
I mean, now they want to take over first seed and lock it in a half.
You mean not fall to last?
No, I'm talking about the E. They want to keep
Oh
riding
yeah,
and
for
take over
sure.
first seed, right? Yeah, they got to keep riding and dominate to take out the W. It's
Yeah,
going to be close.
definitely.
Now, been saying that the W has just scored on that 5-on-3 to tie it up to 1-1.
Okay, yeah, that's a big goal for them.
It is. It is. Now, I'm not sure if it was on a 5-on-3 or 5-on-4. It was definitely 5-on-3. 36 seconds to go. 5-on-4.
And the ECHL taking a penalty here as the O's starting to put the cycle on them and try to get something going here. And a nice play to try and cut across and get a goal there, but Canif standing tall and making sure nothing got through.
And boom, WHL scores again, making 2-1, both from the power play.
Yep. So the undisciplined style of the Q
Something you
definitely
can't
bringing
let
it.
happen. Yeah, I mean, the second one was definitely a clearing attempt, went over the board, but you got to be careful.
Yeah, most definitely. On the ECHL here, pressuring pretty heavy on the PK. The OHL coming back the other way, 3-on-3, throwing it around back and won by the O, but immediately clobbered. Oh, wins it back, throws it back down low, and
Ooh,
a nice 1T opportunity,
block,
but
too.
blocked pretty quickly as Snipes trying to resets this and burns some time, trying to go for the slap play. No luck as it banks off of a man and out of the zone.
The Q hits the post. Then the goalie burned too. Almost tied it up. The Q has had a couple chances. Just no luck putting that puck in some open areas they needed.
Yeah, for sure. And going into the third period, down 2-1 to the WHL is the Q.
You need to finish now. The chances you've missed, you got to make sure you capitalize on this.
Yeah, for sure. And a nice one-handed tuck attempt there by CR Snipes. Things are getting a little fancy with it, trying to put up some nice goals and maybe pad their stats a little as it's a 5-1 lead, and Heinze's getting a 1-on-2 opportunity here. And a nice goal and a strange choice by the goaltender there to try and pad stack, maybe trying to anticipate that one-handed tuck again, but it burns him pretty hard there.
Yeah, it did. It did. And he gives the old handstand right in his face.
Yeah, for sure. 8:39 left in the third, 6-1. This is definitely going to be an ECHL victory. They got to bank on the WHL losing that next game to try and.
Yeah, I mean, right now, if you're ECHL, you're rooting for that Q just to pull through now and take that win.
Yeah, most definitely. Thrown around back by the OHL, won pretty quickly by Hearn, throwed it up to it shoots and scores, who hangs on to it, throws it to Heinze. Heinze going for the slapper and getting decked for his efforts there as the OHL coming back the other way, rushing up pretty fast with not a lot of space to go, and throwing all the way up the ice from Isaac Kronark to Snipes, who can't hang on to it, but Heinze gets it back, passes it back to him between the leg shot and can't quite finish. The goaltender getting caught flopping all over the ice now that his defense is kind of leaving him hanging a little bit here.
Yeah, not good, not good. It's like they're trying to get aggressive now to get back in the game late, and it's just gonna hurt.
Yeah, at this point, it's you've lost it at this point. Just maybe try and burn out the clock,
Maintain
keep it
pace.
respectable. Yeah.
And by the way, over the side here, the flip side, the Q is on a power play now themselves.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that. Try to get some pressure and get another goal here to tie it back up.
But they give a breakaway up. And a big save by Murder Mass. Not ideal to give a breakaway up on a shorthand.
No, definitely not. The ECHL's on the PK again here as they took an ill-advised penalty, but I don't know if they're too worried about it being that the OHL hasn't been able to do too much with it. And an easy save on a 1T chance there by Canif 20.
Yeah, it's a minute 39 to go up the game. It's basically all for right now. If you're the O, you're just trying to put something together so you can take forward the next game.
Yeah, for sure. And it's one of those scenarios. We got a minute left in the third, right? Not a whole lot of opportunity to come back here. Just kind of burn out the clock and keep it from being a bit of a gong show. It's picked off there by Heinze, who throws it up to Shoots and Scores, who's hanging on to it, throws it back to Herndog. Herndog circles a little bit here, holding at the point, forcing him to come in for it. Tries to sauce it across, can't quite do it. So now we got a 3-on-1 here, and he opts to hang on to it. Oh, what a beautiful shot, but unfortunately couldn't quite get it.
Good luck, though. Very good luck.
For sure. Yeah, Herndog getting it here.
26 seconds left.
Turning it over again at the blue line, resulting in a 2-on-1. And he throws it across to no one there. Maniac tries to one-time it. And just offside. Could have been a one-on-one opportunity there for Heinze to try and get another one.
Now, you got to imagine Mike Noddy's feeling pretty proud of his team right now.
Yeah, for sure. They're doing pretty well. The ECHL, obviously, I'm quite proud of them, how they're doing so far in this. With 4 seconds left on the clock, they're going to burn it out, and that's going to be the game. 6-1 victory for the ECHL, who now improve to a 3-1 record.
Definitely. When they came that 1-1, it was looking shaky. Like, can they do it, right? And they've answered back.
Yeah, exactly.
But watching this guy said that to me, they're hitting their form. They're hitting that chemistry they used to have throughout the season. They're getting it back right now.
Exactly.
So right now I'm just watching the Q game. It's about 10 minutes left to go in the third, and it's still a 1-0 game. Well, 2-1 game for the WHL. But the Q has had chances. They've had pressure. They just got to find a way to put that puck in the net.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a big one-time rip there. Just looking at the Discord chat here, CR Snipes, whoever hit Kronark, you're a legend. Right now, the Q just being hemmed, no answer to the puck out. They finally get it out. Looks like CMS trying to make something happen, and he does. He feeds it
Nice.
over, ties it up to a 2-2 game. Nice L2 and coming in. The pass was tipped, and it barely trickled up to the player's stick, and the goalie was not ready for that at all. Sleep putting in the second goal of the game.
Yeah, and now a tie game going with 6 minutes left in the third period here. It's gonna definitely be a sweaty one.
I'm sure that it already has been, just how close the game's been.
Yeah, for sure. And a nice chance there and a big save by Murder Mass on the tip shot.
Big time. He's made a couple huge saves late in this period that could have been a big difference maker.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, and a nice stick there to make sure that cross grease didn't quite get through. But the the QMJHL is going to get a penalty there. WHL coming back the other way, trying to toe drag through there. Can't quite do it.
WHL's getting 2-minute power play. They've scored twice on it so far. No, 2 of 5. So right, they scored twice so far. So you gotta be careful. Can you kill that one off and just take this overtime? At least get that point for the bracket's sake, or or do you buckle here?
Yeah, exactly.
WHL definitely cycling very nice right now.
Yeah, looking to capitalize here and get that chance. As they're hanging on to it, making that goalie really guess about what's going to happen next, not taking the standard shots maybe you'd expect. But
And they get up to CMS, who comes with the L2s and just kills him. Clock him. Oh, look at the shorty.
And a good opportunity there, but can't quite finish on it.
That was a good look for a shorthanded attempt. That was very, very brilliant done.
Yeah, for sure. And a good job to burn off some clock here as the WHL is struggling to break this out with 10 seconds left of the power play. Thrown up to the middle here with one last rush chance and turned over immediately. Unfortunately, the timing's not going to work. Oh, he's going to circle it back to try and get that quick break to the guy who just cleared out of the box. But no, they're going to reset it and try and get something else going. They didn't like the look of the breakouts. They restart it here, and unfortunately a turnover there. Oh, and an unfortunate pass just goes wide. Yeah, just bounces off his stick, and what are you going to do, right?
That drives me insane when the puck's right at me and my guy won't pick it up. It's like, why?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, 8.5 seconds left here, and we're going to have our first overtime game.
First overtime, right? Yeah.
So this could allow the WHL, win or lose, to maintain their lead on the ECHL.
I'm just going to some of the channels here.
Excuse me. But yeah, going into OT here, and this is going to delay the games a little bit. Unfortunately, the other two guys waiting on the victors of this one. But obviously makes for some entertaining hockey as we get the Q getting clobbered at the center ice pretty quickly there, and the WHL trying to skate it in here, but an offside play as the center was a little bit ahead of the play on it.
Definitely.
And timeout being taken by the ECHL, or sorry, the QMJHL here.
Yeah, they're taking their timeout here, maybe a little bit. I do know that there's a slight leg issue coming from one of the players. I'm not going to say what player it is, because I don't want to give any details to those who are listening. Again, just a slight connection issue happened.
Yeah.
Here comes the drop of the puck.
Yep, and left winger Sped coming in here, throwing it around back, and
Good
WHL,
patience.
yeah, just losing it
Oh,
pretty quick. Oh, and a chance here. Oh,
and
and a
takes a penalty.
penalty. Yeah, and
They
that's gonna,
gotta stay out of the box.
yeah, for sure. And this is gonna
I'm
be,
telling you, man, they're in my locker room. This is a curse, Wichita. We just can't stay out of the box.
for sure.
Someone's getting tired over there.
Yeah, it's been a long one for
It's been
sure.
a long one. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna end these games. I'm out. I'm out. Tomorrow's a new day,
Yeah, for sure.
and this one might make us drag on a bit longer because no one's can play any games, so it's done.
Yeah, so it might get bumped a little bit, maybe by half an hour or so, depending on how long his
Depending how
overtime
long this
goes.
takes, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Oh, and a nice pass back to the D, cycling it, throws it back over to his D partner, looking for some options.
Fans on it.
Fans on the shot, but
Oh,
a good chance there, and just trickles wide of the net as the Q desperately tries to break this one out, and just gets it to the other team's blue line as they come back the other way. WHL getting it up the right wing, nice little move to cut under, and hanging on to it, throwing it back down low. Back down low again, circling out front, looking for an option on the 1T, but not quite there. And WHL really pressing now. Oh, what a big save there, as that could have sealed it and sent us into
yeah, could have.
a win there. But no, the QMJHL goalie not letting it happen
Not
today.
letting off. He's like, nah, I'm here to play.
Yeah, for sure. And now the WHL.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, a bit of a flubber shot, but it works. And that'll end it. So the WHL coming out with the win. The QMJHL, I believe, dropping to what 1-2-1 now.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 1.
Yeah, with the WHL coming out as 4-0, right?
WHL?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 4-0 now. Well, no, sorry. Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, 4-0. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter how you look at it. It's 4.
Yeah.
Potentially their toughest game so far. Potentially the first loss could happen there.
Yeah.
I mean, they outplayed them by
Yeah,
far,
for sure.
21-11 in shots. It's just a matter of getting unlucky, right?
Yep, definitely.
All right, time for me to jump back in there and make my goalie swap, and I'll be back.
All right, buddy.
We're getting close to it, man. Getting down there.
Yeah, we're gonna take a short intermission while I go to the washroom.
There we go.
All right, returning from my little break here to catch you guys back up as the ECHL is currently searching, trying to catch up with the, I believe it's the WHL they're playing on next, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 10 o'clock game between the ECHL and the WHL here, and this is sort of the clincher for who gets top dog. The ECHL still needs a little bit of help, even if they do win this one. They need the WHL to lose their last game in any fashion, and they need to win this one and the next one. So very much a clutch game. Otherwise, they're going in with the lower seeding and likely facing off against the QMJHL.
Yeah, right now the OHL needs to pull a victory out. Just to sort of keep pace a little bit. I mean, the Q's not doing much better.
No, it's like a two-horse race at this point between the ECHL and the WHL.
Definitely is. Now, I mean, it's not all for naught. I mean, the ECHL, I believe, has to play WHL next. I believe, right?
Yeah, that's who they're playing in the O and the
Right.
Q.
So
are playing
that could
right
really dictate a lot of things. Can the E beat them, make them 4-1, and the WHL 4-1, or can they go 3-2?
Mm-hmm.
It dictates it all right there. It dictates everything.
Yep.
So if that happens and the Q beats the O, the Q is then 2-1, where the ECHL will be 3-2,
Mm-hmm.
and they play the last game together, which could decide second or third.
Exactly.
So we're looking to a possible exciting finale, depending on how these next two games play out. Either way you look at it, whether ECHL wins or loses, it's exciting.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
exciting. And if we get that tie for seed, it's going to be based off basically what goal differential you want to go with or what?
Yeah, if we get an exact point tie, we will go goal differential.
There we go. You heard it here first, folks. All right, so I have one guy that had to reset, but I guess it's coming back. Just trying to figure out who the hell it is, so I know what I might be looking for here. Soul Assassin, my right D was having some issues because the storm is looking to reset and hopefully get better, and hopefully he gets back on because
Yeah, for sure. With that
if
said,
not,
the
I'm in the hunt
WHL.
for a right D.
With that said, the WHL and the ECHL are matching up right now. Getting locked and loaded. Everyone's ready to up. Moving pretty quickly considering the delays that had happened going into the WHL and QMJHL game plus the overtime. So, good on you guys for being ready and raring to go.
Right, exactly. Looks like Soul Assassin has not come back online yet, so it's not looking good on my side.
Okay, well, if you need to take care of that, we'll take care of that.
I can do that while I can write in here and see what I can find. While we sit here and talk, I'll just go to the basic general chat here, right? So,
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, the ECHL in the white jerseys here, WHL in the dark jerseys. Opening draw here and play get underway 18 minutes into the first. As the W's looking to get that cycle game going that we saw them doing so well last game, and some nice moves there by the D-man to slip through coverage a couple times. But unfortunately, the pass just a little bit errant and results in a turnover. But the ECHL trying to break up the wing as Snipe shoots it on net, and a good save there to make sure nothing got through there by Penn Stater.
for sure. Now he writes that his internet's out. How are you typing, bro?
Probably data, but
Yeah, no, I'm just being a jackass.
yeah, no, it looks like an early neutral zone battle here, and a lot of sauce passes. Sort of what we saw cost the ECHL the last game between them and the W. And a bit of a flubber, but Caniff ready and prepared to win that, save that one.
For sure.
All right, so the ECHL breaking out here and trying to force it through the middle once again. Turned back over by the WHL, but the poke check is thrown a little bit too early and results in a turnover the other way as Snipes tries to dangle a little bit in the center and can't quite do it. He tries to cut in and gets bumped at the blue line here as the WHL's coming back the other way, looking to throw it up here. And Kilo Khan, with the one-handed tuck to open the scoring 1-0 for the Wheat Kings.
For the Wheat Kings, eh? Come on, buddy.
Sorry, WHL. It's late,
I
guys.
think G. Campbell had it right where you're on the Wheat Kings train.
Yeah, right. It's just the sleep deprivation kicking in. And then WHL coming back the other way and trying to.
I'm glad I caught that one, actually, buddy.
Got to clip that, send it to Campbell.
Right? Yeah, Wheat King's on the brain.
But yeah, the WHL pushing pretty hard. Oh, and a funky bounce as it almost goes in off a defender's skate there. And ECHL coming back the other way is Heinze trying to drop it back to his D-man and thrown on net, blocked away pretty easily. And a breakaway here for Sens Hockey. And, oh, a big save there by Caniff to make sure it doesn't slip by him. Oh, but another opportunity just thrown away on an errant pass. And no luck as Snipes tries to come back the other way and throw it on net. And a good cover there by Penn Stater, who's not going to let that one through.
Right, yeah, exactly. That's why I'm getting an EC for my game here. So slight delay again over this side, but you can't control the weather, folks. Can't control the weather.
Yeah, for sure. And a nice 1T opportunity, no luck. And ECHL trying to get something going here as Snipes dangles a little bit too much, gets bumped off. 2-on-3 kind of the other way. Doing some nice give and go plays, but get clogged up with each other on the boards as Snipes gets tripped, and ECHL will be given a power play and an opportunity to tie this up with 6:22 left in the first period.
Yep. First period is ticking down. Downtown.
Yeah, for sure. And thrown back to the D. Herndog getting slashed. 5-on-3 for the ECHL. This is a prime opportunity.
They need to do something here with this.
Yep, for sure. I think you have a D-man in the chat there if you want to use him.
Let's see here.
Oh, and a good opportunity. The welcome chat.
Yeah, problem is I can't bring him to my club.
Just let the API pick it up. It's fine.
Oh, actually, I have someone already in.
Okay.
So it works out.
Perfect. But yeah, 5-on-3. Idaho Steelheads trying to tie it up here in the WHL, doing a good job to kind of, bend but not break as Snipes gets it here over to Heinze and a big save there by Penn Stater to keep this one a 1-goal lead for his squad. And thrown back out with 20 seconds left here on the power play for the ECHL. One last rush here as it's bubbled at the line, and Kronark throws it outside the zone. ECHL has to reset, and looking a little bit nervous coming into this one. Maybe the WHL's in their head. And resetting here is Kronark, who throws it up to Shoots and Scores, who gets closed off trying to straight line. Going for the stick lift. Snipes does a good job to fight through it. Tries to wrap it, but Penn Stater's there. 1-0 still in the first with 2:25 left in the first period.
Definitely. Now, I don't got a stream for this game coming in, so I don't know when they're ready and if they're going to be in or not. For the OHL and the Q.
Okay.
I don't know who the streamer is for the OHL.
I think they're having some issues on the OHL side with the center leaving, running into some issues here.
Now, they just wrote that they were good a minute ago. For the OHL side.
Okay. I'm going to take a moment to deal with this if you want to keep the play-by-play going.
Yeah. I was going to grab my guys, but KKK. Boom. Go for it.
Cool.
So, yeah, as I hear, like he was saying, in the first period, 1-0 the West Coast Express, which is the WHL, over the ECHL right. WHL looking to keep their undefeated streak alive. Shots right now for the ECHL are 8-3 on the WHL. Hits are WHL for the ECHL. Time attack is 250 to 156 for the ECHL. And pass percentage is 81.3 to 62.5. ECHL not passing, or WHL not passing very well. ECHL taking that by a huge margin. Phases of 7-2 for ECHL as well. And the power plays are 0 for 2 for ECHL. They need to capitalize on some of these just fine. And we're getting back to the action here, folks, as we're getting back on the ice. The refs coming to the center ice, but drop that puck. And it's a nice tie-up, but it went to the opposite team that was doing the tie-up there.
Yep, but good battle there by Snipes to win it back. Going offside there, trying to do a between the legs deke. And again, maybe the fanciness kind of getting to them, trying to do a little bit too much against a WHL team that seems to kind of be in their head for sure.
For sure, definitely.
And a little too much L2 by Herndog as it goes back the other way and bumped off. And a good job by is it Kronark to get it away. But again, that stretch sauce pass attempt again, just not working. They got to find another outlet, some quick short passes for sure. Kilo Khan making a nice move to get across here. Sauces it across to his right winger, hangs onto it in the corner, throws it all the way down to his D-man, who throws it across to the center, back to the right D, who tries to feed it through the slot, but it's turned over. 3-on-2 coming back the other way as we got shoots and score hanging onto it. He throws it a pass and just slips behind the goalie as Penn Stater got caught cheating a little bit. So a greasy one to be sure, but to tie it up 1-1 with 16:38 left in the W.
Yeah, not looking overly happy for the WHL. They're probably a little bit upset about this. This one you don't want to give up. Yeah, we got a bit of technical difficulties going on both sides here right now. Sorry, guys, for the code of silence for a minute there.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're dealing some stuff. And a nice thing there is it's 1-1, 15:03 left in the second period here.
All right, I'm back too, so I deal with a kid quick.
It's all good. It's all good.
He's going to peek in. It happens. It happens.
Yep, for sure. And
did you get anything resolved while I was gone with the O and the Q?
They're still confusing the crap out of me, but it looks as though they're missing a D-man, and I've sort of given them an option there. Hopefully they can figure it out from there.
Now this is going to have no stream for this game. So.
Unfortunately, yes. And a penalty drawn there by the WHL. As they're going to go on the power play with about half the period left here in the second.
Yeah, definitely.
And a flip dump out right between his legs. Back down the ice as the WHL reset here and try and get regain that lead they had with a power play opportunity here. And throwing it up to the middle. And gets caught sticking a little too much, but the D-man doing a good job to step up and keep it in, but no luck as it goes back the other way and forced to reset again. One pressuring him on. He throws it around back up the middle and trying to get a solid break in on this opportunity here. And a big save as it goes cross crease on a weird bounce off of a sauce pass.
Yeah, I'm a little bit ahead of you, I guess, but that could have been disastrous.
Yeah, definitely. And ECHL clearing this out with about 15 seconds left on the clock here as the W tries to reset and get one last rush here, but they're not looking to be in great opportunity here as they get closed off pretty quickly. Herndog taking that away pretty easily, but getting decked, not moving it quick enough. Is it Kronark having to come in and bail them out a little bit here and throwing up all the way across the boards? Shoots and scores, not quite positioned for it, and it goes back to the WHL. It's kind of been their period, kind of forcing the ECHL to play some defense as it's thrown all the way behind the net, back to the point, and thrown on net for a nice tip shot. It's sitting there, Caniff with a big save and a good job to get on that post to make sure. Oh, and another great opportunity as it gets one-timed out front. WHL starting to swarm, throwing it back down low, and Herndog getting nervous there with the puck, can't move it quick enough, and is it Kronark again bailing him out, throwing it up the wing, but it's taken away on that stretch sauce pass again, and a nice L2 moving. Oh, he can't quite finish on it. Yeah, and Herndog
Jeez.
resetting here, looking for his options. Gets bodied off again. He's looking shaken up a bit in this period. As a beautiful chance and a nice save by Canef, and Herndog getting toasted out here, just turning the puck over every 30 seconds, and the WHL throwing this pressure on heavy. And a nice
Yeah,
takeaway
definitely coming
there
on hard.
by Snipes, but throws it all the way back down the ice for an icing. 3:22 left in the second, and the WHL are pouring it on, looking to get that lead.
And lock it down. Looks like CMS is going to be streaming for that game. We might finally get something going here.
Okay.
If I can get this stupid ad thing off, there we go. So they're waiting. They want to get this game rolling, but the HL is not ready still.
Yeah, unfortunately, taking a little bit of time to try and get that guy invited. A little bit of disarray, but hopefully they can get it sorted out quickly.
Yeah, I'm just double checking that now as we go back and forth here. I mean, we have enough players available that are around to make it work, even if they're in the wrong league. Hopefully, we just get it together. I know it's getting late, guys, and with the last few games, we just gotta straggle along a bit more.
Yeah, exactly. We're almost done, boys. And pass attempted, thrown down to the point, and out front in the slot. Oh, and a nice opportunity, but a good defensive play by Kronark as Heinze gets it for one last rush and gets plastered trying to cut into the zone and shoots and scores, throwing a shot on net that Penn Stater holds quite easily. Tied 1-1 going into the third period here. The ECHL being heavily out time on attack, but putting up better shots and better on the face-offs, losing on the passing percentage, 74.3 to 70%. So yeah, it's been a good game so far. I mean, the WHL looking like they really want to take this win.
Definitely. They want to take it home. They want to take it home as best they can, and both sides want it. One wants to maintain their dominancy, and one wants to take it away from them.
Yeah.
Who is in there on the line? Sleep Bay's there. Wires. Lyman, J Rush. CMS. There we go. There we go. See, we had a DR error already on the side. So the Super Bong Bro was just getting back in the boat. Just get that one finally searching. I mean, almost a full game behind.
Yeah, which unfortunately will set everyone else behind, but we will switch over after this game. 1-1 game here with 18 minutes left.
Not no more, it ain't.
Oh, 2-1. I almost called them the Steelheads because damn near just the Steelheads out here for the ECHL. Going up 2-1 despite being heavily pressured, bending but not breaking and managing to score another one, and trying to hang on to this lead and recapture that first place lead they were once tied for. Dog cycling back here and throwing it up to Shoots and Scores, who's L2ing a little bit here, cuts across the middle and manages to L2 back out of it, back to Hearn. Hearn winding up for the slap shot. It's blocked. But
almost another one. That was close. If you could have that shot up, it was going in.
Yeah, for sure.
It was close. I do want to say congrats to us, man, for the media rivalry. We're now in the lead.
Well, yeah, because they're not.
That's all right. We're still in the lead.
Yeah.
I mean, they were doing this game for a bit. I think now things started rolling over there. They switched over waiting, so they might have lost a bit of interest. But that game is up and rolling now.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it is up and rolling. Definitely. They're about 3 minutes in.
And good opportunity here for the ECHL as they try and break in there and get a chance shorthanded.
I mean, right now ECHL is the 1-goal lead, and we did see that happen with the QMJ, and 1 goal is not good against Guardian.
Yeah, most definitely. And a good cover there by Canef with 1:05 left on the power play. 13:45 in the third period. Trying to recapture the tie game here is the WHL to try and force something here, right? But it's cleared right back out by Heinze, and the WHL is going to have to reset here as it's picked up and skated out, looking for the pass option up to center, hanging on to it. L2ing again a little bit too much, but one back, and Kilo Khan got it here on the boards. Oh, and a nice opportunity, but can't quite finish. And a nice pass to the D, who just whiffs on it on the shot, and he goes for it again, and it's blocked. And it's kept in, and a nice defensive play there to keep that play alive. And a nice little between the legs deke, and unfortunately tied up with his forward there, and he's playing it behind the net, manages to hang on to it, and thrown out front. The WHL draws another penalty, trying to get something going here and get this game tied up down 2-1 with about half a period left.
Yeah, time is ticking out in these guys, and they got to get something going. Definitely.
Yeah, exactly. And an awkward dump there behind. See, that just ends up being a turnover. Thrown back to the point, hanging on to it, looking for his options. L2ing a bit at the point here. Looking back to his D partner, who cycles it back down to his winger, who's L2ing in, looking to spread these guys out, and a nice 1T opportunity from the point as they continue to cycle and hem the Steelheads in. Oh, and a great opportunity that was just thwarted away by Herndog as he bumped him off the shot. And he got thrown back to Kilo Khan, who's cycling around, and dumped all the way clear, picked up by the D-man at the blue line, skating it back in. L2ing and stick handling through a little bit, gets a little too fancy with it, gets it cleared on him. Heinze throwing it down to kill off the penalty here. 9:16 left in the third, and the WHL pushing, but can't quite get anything going against these Steelheads.
Definitely. I mean, right now you can see the action is getting better and better and more intense as it goes to final minutes, and team digging for that cushion goal or that tying goal.
Yeah, for sure. A nice move by Shoots and Score, but a better defensive play to make sure he couldn't get through there.
You're gonna see in a minute.
Yeah, that is a monster hit as he's injured behind the play, and a nice block shot there, making sure that that little greaser doesn't get through, and a nice defensive play to stop it from cutting across and getting a good opportunity. WHL coming the other way, looking for something, throws it back to the center, who's hanging on to it, back down to Kilo Khan. Kilo Khan out front, and a nice save by Canef, but the puck is still live. The ECHL scrambling to get it out as Heinze tries to throw it out. He's getting pressured here. He manages to slip through somehow and throws it across for the sauce, but can't quite make it as the WHL comes screeching down the other way, looking for their options, but a forced cross crease where there was three guys there. And unfortunately, the WHL take a penalty there with 3:41 left. So they got to kill this one off, and then they got about a minute 40 to score one.
That's right. I mean, again, clock is ticking. Time is running out to keep this undefeated streak alive.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, I mean, really, if you're the WHL, do you worry about it, knowing that you're going to be either top or second seed? Do you worry about it much?
Yeah, exactly. No, I wouldn't really too much. I mean, if they lose this game, though, they could lose the top seed. And this is looking like sort of like the final matchup, right? So this is.
And that's what I'm thinking too. This is possibly like the finals. Looking at maybe a preview of it right here.
Yep, exactly.
If they each took one, it'd be like that's the rubber match.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which would be so fitting.
Yeah, for sure. Rocket coming out here saying the skill gap between left wing and center is crazy. The right winger can't keep up at all. I assume he's speaking in terms of the WHL. A nice opportunity there, but blocked by his own player as he tries to get the tip pass. Oh, and a good shot, but again, another block off the skate. 50 seconds left here. They got to pressure. They got to get something going. Thrown back to the point. Hanging on to it. Back to Kilo Khan. Over to the point again. Trying to L2 through a little bit here. Nothing doing, and picked off pretty easily there by Shoots and Scores, who is pressured. Oh, what a breakaway there, but Heinze is stoned by Penn Stater with 33 seconds left.
Wow.
As the WHL is breaking back out, and a nice pass up the middle, but he's bumped, and a nice stick there to to get through, and we got Snipes throwing it around back. Herndog back down low up to Back to Snipes. Snipes hanging it onto it down low, looking for Shoots. Shoots can't pick it
Big
up.
hold.
Oh, he wins it back and tries to walk it out front. Paints there, has to cover with 8 seconds left. Not that much time left.
That could be it, but can they get a big draw? Big draw moment. It's got to be a big draw and a nice fast break moment. Well,
Yeah, for sure. And a nice clear there. Oh, sorry, that was a WHL. It was a horrible play. Scratch that. And that's going to pretty much kill off the game for them. 0.5 seconds left here as the ECHL is going to be able to seal it out, get the victory, and they got to win one more.
You go and put those stats in for your team. I'm going to stick over here now to the Q and the O. Playing it out in a 0-0 tie right now with 18 minutes left to go second.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
And the O is actually pressuring like crazy. They're hemming him in right now. The Q is finally getting out of the zone, skating in, taking the time, passing it around, but trapping hard as the O, and they just can't seem to break in.
Yeah, for sure.
But they do finally get a break in. Here they come in on a potential 2-on-1, but it got closed up quick, and it was now a 4-on-2. The defense came back hard. CMS didn't have the step going to keep doing what he wanted to do there. Back check's hard, though. And here comes the Q coming back in again, skating down the board as the left winger. Gets poked, coughs it up, and calm back down.
Sorry, and what's the stream link for this guy? CMS?
Yep, CMS. Yep.
Is there like any numbers after just CMS?
Hold on. It should be in the Q Discord.
All right, give me a second here.
Yeah, there's a link within Q Discord.
In the Q Discord?
Yeah.
Okay.
QMJ channel?
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
No, back to the action. Back to the action, man. Right now, the O is playing like a fire. Like they don't want to go undefeated. They don't want to lose again. They are playing amazing this game.
Yeah, most definitely.
And I mean, it'd be nice to see him win a game. I don't want to see no one go straight out losing
winless.
everything. Yeah, it's not a good feeling ever.
No, for sure.
Especially moments like, left wing almost steals it for a fast breakaway, but the center retains it nicely and recovers.
Mm-hmm.
And a penalty taken by CMS as he trips up the spinorama move.
So we watch from the box for this PK.
Yeah, for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, as the Q tries to to thwart off this OHL pressure.
Nice dump there by the right D, which I believe for the fill-in for Soul Assassin is Wired 88.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, and he comes from the WHL side, just coming here to fill in to make sure we don't got any Legos. We tried to keep it the best we can. It's same guys from same division, but sometimes we don't always get that luck, so we just mix and match to make sure prospects get a chance to play.
Yeah, exactly. All about getting guys' names out there.
Yep, exactly. 19 seconds to go to the power play, and the O didn't amount to much. As the Q definitely did a really good job of killing off this penalty, and it's over now. Back out of the box. If they can pick it up, CMS is gone. But they cannot, so CMS hustles back, playing defense in slot zone.
Ooh.
Big shot, big rebound, juicy, big save on the rebound as well. I believe that in this game is Flamin came back in for this game and just coming up huge there, a couple of rounds.
Yeah, for sure. And just a little low pad shot thrown on there.
Yeah, for sure.
By the Q trying to get something going, dig it out a little bit here. Oh, what a nice turnover there.
Ooh, big turnover.
Yep, and thrown back down behind there, and he's not going to have any room to operate as the OHL does a good job to smother him and make sure the puck gets out the other way.
The right wing, I do believe in this game, just feed you up for the Q is J Rush. CMS playing center, Sleepy playing left wing, Wired 88 playing right D, and Super Bombos playing left D with Flamin in net.
Okay. And the OHL pressuring pretty hard this period.
They have been all game, actually, to be honest with you.
Oh, what a nice move, and just
That could be it.
clobbered.
Oh, if you could have got that off, that was a goal, I think. Let's go, team. Let's go, team. We don't want to lose now.
For sure, and I think the OHL's not feeling this winless record so far, and they're wanting this win and they're wanting it bad. But 0.7 seconds left here, second period, likely going into a 0-0 tie going into the third period.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be that. I mean, I've never seen a goal happen off a draw in 0.7, so. I've seen it with 1.2 or 1.0, whatever, 0.7. So how do you think Mike Naughty feels right
now? That his WHL team just got beat?
Yeah. They lost the undefeated streak.
I mean, well, didn't they lose in overtime? Or no, they didn't.
No, they won in overtime. So your team definitely took away that undefeated streak, so it gives you some bragging rights over it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna flex a little bit on the guy. I mean,
now how about Sunshine? Are you gonna brag to him that his team hasn't won a game?
No, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. He unfortunately had to get some quick fill-ins for pretty much throughout this entire tournament. He's been hamstrung. He's been hamstrung a little bit out here. But that being said, I've by far and away won manager of the tournament so far. I've had to fill in 0 people. out here, elite manager.
I think because what you did, you went for one line from one team.
Yeah, I just straight up was like, "Hey, team that won the ECHL, want to come and clap some kids?"
You got no variety. We know what variety is.
Hey, I had 2 other people in there. Kind of 1.5, something like that. Hey. You got to do what you got to do. No, but in all seriousness, I mean,
the Q and the O definitely had the worst with availabilities and getting guys in. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what? Like, I'll be honest. I gotta give a big shout out to the Steelheads there for stepping up when pretty much the rest of the ECHL was AWOL in terms of.
Yeah, you didn't have any luck for the longest. You were the only low players for a long time.
Yeah, but they stepped up and said, "Hey, look, put us on a line. We'll play together. We'll rep the E." And I was like, "All right, let's do it." And you know what? They're doing me proud so far. Going 4-1.
They are, and I have no complaints. I said, being an owner in the E, I can't complain against that at all.
Oh, what a nice move to score there. And the OHL finally opening the scoring here, going up 1-0.
Yeah, that could be huge for them. See, now, if they win, it gives Sunshine a break against me.
Yeah, for sure. And no surprise, Crafted getting an assist on that.
Wait, Kraft's playing this one?
Wait, isn't he in the queue?
Yeah, he told me he's not going to play because he doesn't want to play.
Maybe he changed his name to Crafted. I don't know. Like on
it might be someone's just player name is Crafted. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not too sure, but
trying to mock him, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Maybe collusion. I don't know. But yeah, 1-0 lead for the OHL as they're trying to break this 4-game losing streak going into the end of the tournament here, and some nice moves and closed off pretty emphatically there as the Q really hasn't been able to get them out of their zone at all, and a nice save there. And again, another good shot there.
Right now.
Yeah, holding them in, and they really haven't been able to get a whole lot going here.
No, they haven't.
CMS is L2 and through, and just smoked.
That hurt me from up here.
Yeah, and a nice save on a good opportunity there is Flamand stepping up big there.
CMS did warn me he was worried about having lag by doing this. He didn't want to stream unless he had to. And this might be a problem. Maybe he's lagging slightly and can't just move up.
Yeah, for sure, not ideal. I mean, 8:38 left and down a goal. This is the time where you'd want to have your best connections. You can pick it up and try and. I believe that the Q's only won one game as well, correct?
Yeah, they're 2-1-1, or 1-2-1.
1-2-1. So if the OHL wins this one, there's a chance that one of these two finish it out as the
The bottom seed. I mean,
the bottom
yeah, if they
seed.
win this one, the Q has the lead only because of the overtime.
Yes, they will have. Yeah, they
Yeah,
will have the lead because of the overtime. Yes.
yeah, and that's it.
But that being said, they both got to play the top dogs with a 4-1 record so far throughout this tournament. They both have stiff competition. Could be a good finish if one of them can, push it to overtime or whatever needs to happen and steal at a
Definitely.
greasy point.
Definitely. Weird play by the defense there, just kind of banking off the ball. By the way, we are tied with Mike Naughty now in streams and it's the viewers.
Oh, okay. Okay. He's catching back up.
He's catching back up. Yep. Good on him.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, the OHL cutting in there in a nice move and
Big
just
play.
can't quite finish it as the Q's kind of scrambling to get this out of their zone, chasing and trying to get something going to not be, swarmed as hard. Flamin making a big save there to keep this thing calm. 2:51 in the third with a 1-0 lead for the OHL. And the Q trying to break it out here and get in the zone, but they throw it around back. The D-man is absolutely ready for it. And the O coming back the other way on a 3-on-3 chance here. L2ing a little bit, hanging on to it in the corner, keeping it down low, trying the out front pass, but can't quite get it to work. And the Q having to reset and go for the rush with 55 seconds left down a goal. Cutting in here, looking for some options, gets closed off pretty
big
quickly.
right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, just not moving that puck quick enough.
Nope.
Once they're getting pressured, they're kind of panicking and trying to stick
He had
handle
a
their way
sauce
through.
across to left wing there, I believe. Go down it sooner.
Yeah, for sure. And closed off pretty emphatically there behind the net. And a big turnover.
Big turnover.
And actually probably a really smart poke check there.
A really smart penalty.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say that all you want, but I mean, down by a goal, you're in the penalty box now. 20 seconds to go is not going to help you anyway.
No, but 2-1-0's not great either. So it's rock meet hard place, right?
Yep, exactly.
And the QMJHL trying to break out here as CMAS is L2 in his way through and gets stick lifted. Unfortunately, can't finish it off. Still battling in that corner. Limited time. Slapping it on net. No luck as left picks it up.
Rebound.
Trying to throw it on net. No luck. CMAS battling for it, and it's covered quickly and thrown back out. That
was a smart play to just pass it out. That was smart.
The OHL winning their first game and pulling within a point of the Q for
the bottom seed.
Yeah, bottom seed, their second bottom, however you want to look at it. So it should be an interesting final game. I mean, if both of these guys lose, everything kind of stays put.
Exactly.
We'll see. So it should be an interesting final game 6 for the tournament tonight, and we'll see who comes out as top dog.
Apparently, apparently.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. That's something we were like 20 minutes ago. Everyone quit, so I find people to play the game.
Yeah, this was a little while ago. They're all sorted out now.
Okay.
And of course, the Idaho Steelheads. I mean, ECHL. Coming in and searching already. They're raring to go. They want to get this final game done. QMJHL just got to get ready, and then we're golden on this side.
Yeah, I just lost like everybody
on your team.
I got Super Bomb Bro, Murder Mass, and J Rush.
Okay. Bear with us, guys. We're just getting some stuff going.
That's right. I had to switch up in left wing. Second. I might need a right D. Second. Something.
Sorry, boys. Just bear with us for a minute here. We're dealing with some tech difficulties.
Yeah, this has been the issue. Wow. I'm gonna find a right D. No responding at all.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm just gonna put the roulette at everyone out there.
What's the I bet you stream Sage plan staying with the other team. Maniacs typing. Here we go. Here we go. Maybe. It's a long type.
All right.
I'm trying to copy it.
Rocket, if you're implying that A, you're my boy, and second of all, no. Oh yeah, okay. So bold move with Bitus the Beast and Sir Gab QC coming in to play on the OHL side.
That's what happened there? Okay.
Yep, that is what it is. I mean,
Yeah, but they aren't prospects. They want people out in the game.
no.
So that's technically a forfeit.
Yep, that's what I was
That's a
about to say.
forfeit. It's a forfeit.
So yep, they can play it out, but have some fun. It's a loss.
Yep, it's a loss. All right, I'm gonna go talk to my team that's going on here, so they know what's going on, so they aren't lost. And I'll be right back because I'm inviting a new guy into the whole thing, and they aren't really sure what's going on.
Yeah, Rocket, we're aware that there's a stacking going on a certain side. It's getting the games done at least, but yeah, they're not going to count as wins. You can't you can't bring in Sir Gab and bite it. It's not how the prospect tournament works, unfortunately. Just waiting on the parties to match up here. In the meantime, we're going to pop over to the other side and get a look at what's going on the WHL versus
Right,
OHL.
right now, buddy, we're looking for a center as well, so that's what the big delay is.
We lost CMS, I took it.
Yeah. After that last game, that was the end of it.
Yeah, fair enough. And the WHL coming out here and actually scoring to take the lead here with 13:33 in the first.
So we got to find a center somewhere. Sooner the better.
Yeah, for sure. And power play for the WHL here with 12:23 left in the first period. And looking to capitalize and make this 2-0 lead. I mean, again, a bit of a strange game here. Is it's going to be overturned in the favor of the WHL either way. Sorry?
Oh, hold on. I'm going to talk to my guys again, see if they got somebody on.
Yep.
I'll put myself again to you.
Yep.
I mean,
But yeah, the WHL on the power play here as the O tries to break it out here, and the chance here thrown all the way down for an icing on a bit of a bold strategy there, a bit of an errant pass. Going to check in with our ECHL and QMJHL. I'm assuming they're still having no luck on your end for getting a center. Oh, I think he's in the party with them trying to sort this out. It's getting late. People are getting tired, and the teams that are unfortunately not doing.
yeah, Dark. We were still having a look in the center. No one's responding. Nothing's happened.
Okay.
So I don't know what else to do.
At this point, we're gonna have to call that game. See if you can hit anyone up, but if we can't, we're gonna have to just call it what it is.
Yeah, we may have to. So I'm not getting any luck. I'm gonna see if I can find someone on my list and go from there. Give me like another 3-4 minutes to see.
Yep, for sure. And the OHL coming in here, L2 and pretty hard to break through here and absolutely plastered as the WHL is trying to break it out here, getting pressured pretty hard and board pinned, trying to find a nice pass off the board pin there to get it up and reset here. Holding on to it is the right winger cutting up the middle here, looking for his options is Ripley hanging on to it. A nice pass and it just can't quite finish on it is KiloCon. As it coming back the other way for the O, and KiloCon picks that off, sends it up to the middle for a breakaway. Oh, and he can't quite finish as the goalie holds him off on the short side. Throws it back behind the net. Ripley hanging on to it, looking for his options. Get bounced off a little bit. Thrown back down to his right winger who gets smushed along the boards there. And we got the OHL coming to trying to break out again here. And that's where we see the L2s coming in and thrown back down low. A little give and go out front. Trying to circle back and find an option. He's cutting and can't quite force it out front. And held at the point and pressured off pretty strongly here, but turned back over by the WHL and resulting in offside with 3 minutes left in the first period.
Right, I believe we have somebody coming, so just give us.
Okay.
We're almost there. Almost there.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for being patient, ECHL team. Appreciate the effort and patience. I know it's getting late, and I'm sure everyone's a little tired, but it's a big help for us. And the OHL starting to get a little sweaty here, trying to get something going here, but a nice save there by Penn Stater for life. Face off in the WHL zone, 30 seconds left. Bit of a turnover here, but picked up by Sped rather, and thrown up to. Oh, that was J-Lude for the breakaway and a nice backhand to get the goalie to bite on the forehand, tucks it in, 2-0 WHL. My apologies to the chatter there. Moderation. No game audio. Yeah, apologies. I had it muted. Um, but 2-0 with .9 seconds left in the first here, and the WHL going up 2-0 going into the second. Going to be a tough hill for the OHL to climb here. As they're getting pressured pretty heavy here and giving up some big opportunities there. All right, opening face-off for the second period here. 2-0 lead for the WHL as the OHL wins it back on the opening draw. Circling through here, throwing it up the wing, cutting in through center with some nice L2s and a big save there by Penn Stater as it goes up the middle to Jay Lude, who's cutting straight across, looking for an option, gets closed off pretty emphatically, and coming back the other way is the OHL looking for their options here. Hanging on to it, throwing a pad shot that is taken away pretty easily there by Bar Yarb and walked back out. Trying to force a little bit of cross crease there, just not happening, unfortunately, for them. And coming back the other way in the OHL for the offside. OHL cutting through the middle here, looking for a setup here, and trying to throw it up the ice. No luck as it's picked off. 15 minutes left in the second here as they try to break it out. And turned over again to the WHL as they try to trap these guys a little bit. L2ing a little nice move to try and get it up, but KiloCon trying to avoid getting decked at the line there. Some nice L2s, but getting closed off pretty strongly here as it's thrown for a point shot and blocked off. Tossed up to KiloCon. KiloCon resetting back to his right defenseman Paradis, throwing it up the right wing there to Ripley. Ripley hanging on to it, throwing it around back. He gets up to KiloCon. KiloCon hanging on to it, throwing it back to Nordet. Nordet back down to KiloCon, round back, and unfortunately unable to pick it up. But Paradis keeps it in, throws it back down to Sens Hockey, who scores to make it 3-0. So very much dominant performance so far by the WHL team here, up 3-0. And up the middle again to Sens, who gets stripped but tries to take it back here as the OHL's resetting and trying to get it up the ice. Cutting in here, and a nice job there by Kilo as he sticks it away, and it's going to go all the way down the ice, but you've got Sens Hockey giving good chase.
Go crush it.
And, a good attempt on the wrap, but no luck, unfortunately.
All right. We're good to rock and roll. Getting the game started.
And the OHL coming back a little bit, getting a goal to make it 3-1. How's the ECHL looking? They're getting all set up?
It's just searching, so.
Perfect.
Yeah. Good timing on it all. And it is a process bringing in, so no one can argue and dispute that.
Yeah, for sure. And again, if we had realized, we would have told the OHL you can't bring in NHL players. I mean, sort of implied, but
it's kind of a loophole on our side. He's an amateur on the Xbox side, but a prospect on the PSN side, so he still qualifies, in my opinion.
Who's this?
DINXZYY.
Oh, okay.
But he is a prospect on the PSN side.
How is that possible?
Some guys get away with it, some guys don't. I don't know how it works out that way.
That is really strange. I was under the impression it carries over onto both sides.
Me too, but I mean, even like this year, I had Dusty on my team who was an owner and an amateur, not a veteran, over on the Xbox side. He was a prospect on my team.
Okay. I'm just going to check in on the ECHL game, see if they're getting caught searching yet, and unfortunately not finding each other as of yet.
When I left their party, they were searching, so I did write out in the chit chat area to search.
Cool. The OHL cycling here, trying to get an opportunity to try and get a little closer here in terms of score. But the WHL doing a good job to box them out, and another good defensive play to make sure that nothing slipped through, but a good opportunity on the cross crease to make it 3-2.
They're playing who again? The ECHL, right?
No, it's the OHL versus WHL.
No, the Q, I mean.
Yes. A nice move there, but not enough to get past Penn Stater there as he covers it up with 5:55 left in the second here. 3-2 currently for the WHL.
I'm checking my guys. I'll stay live with you. I'll check on them. I do see them searching the east side.
Yeah, they are. And honestly, we'll give it a couple more minutes, but if we can't get it
Are
going.
you guys searching? So are they.
They said they're resetting the lobby. See if that fixes anything.
Okay. Yeah, they're doing a lobby set now, yeah.
But yeah, the WHL getting pressured pretty heavy here by the OHL. Trying to fight off the comeback here and can't do it as it's tied 3-3 now in the second period. 3 minutes and 8 seconds remaining.
Now, quick question: who is playing for the oldest game? Is it again all these
Yes.
legal players? So again, they're taking a forfeit.
Yeah, this is more just for like the shits and giggles of seeing who wins in this
Okay.
matchup. But yeah, unfortunately, you can't pull in draft picks who are playing in higher league. Basically, anyone who's not a prospect. Like that's the point of the prospects game. You know, it's just it's not cool. I can appreciate that you didn't have a lot of guys around and you'd rather play to a forfeit than just take a forfeit, and I can appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Let's check a look at Snipes' thing. Okay, Snipes just putting the code back in again. You guys in his rock and roll.
And
Right,
after 2 periods, we got a 3-3 game.
all right, so where are we at here? 3-3, you said?
Yes, 3-3 going into the third
Well,
period.
it's definitely a good battle considering all the draft picks in this one. I mean, Crafted is supposed to be on the Q side. He was supposed to be on the Q side and backed out of our Discord. Now he's playing over here, which makes no sense. Kind of baffles me.
I don't think he's in this game. I don't believe.
It actually is him, yes.
Oh, oh, that's funny. All right, well, yeah, I mean, bold strategy, but
it totally was confirmed amongst my players.
okay. I can appreciate the creativity trying to slip one by, but yeah, again, that's just not what this is intended to be. If you needed to fill in, fine, but you know, quitting out of one league to try and stack another is another animal.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, they are searching right now, so if you guys search, you guys should be okay. All right.
Oh, and a really big save there by Bitus the Beast on a good one-timer chance. As the OHL's coming back the other way, looking to...
What code are you guys using?
Double check there's no caps.
So you're using lowercase, right? LG lowercase 10 30 38 3 QM. One oh three eight three QM.
The OHL putting some pressure on here and trying to get it. Oh, and there it is. That's the 4-3 lead here. With about 16 minutes left in the third period.
Rocket.
What's up?
They're rocking and rolling now.
Awesome.
You got to blame the Q for that one. They were using the one letter shy of the code.
Oh.
I was thinking because they're searching, both of them are, but they're not meeting up. Why? So I tried to look at the code that they had out there, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And tied 4-4 now. The Wheat Kings, or the Wheat Kings,
So,
goddammit. The
gee, there you go
WHL tying
again.
it back up. Yeah.
G count for your round. It's been confirmed.
And the OHL trying to break it out here and get their opportunity to go one up again on the WHL, and it's ended up being a really sweaty game and a high scoring one at that. As Kilo Khan cuts in here and tries to force it across, but can't quite do so. As Ripley's fighting for it, and it gets picked back up by the OHL here, who's trying to sauce it up the boards, but it's taken away by Ripley, who I'm assuming inadvertently slap shots it down the ice, and thrown up to him by Paradis and decked off the puck.
You got to give WJ credit for playing against these guys and holding.
Yeah, no, I mean, and again, like it's it's just a couple guys, right? Or I guess technically three guys that have snuck in, but yeah, no, I mean they're taking it to them. This is a good prospect group, and that's why they.
This is actually something that we should have thought of maybe for next season. If you have a couple of NHLers to play against the prospects.
Yeah, and do sort of like that's just kind of scouting at that point, though, isn't it?
I mean, if you get an owner to bring a line.
Yeah, fair enough.
Another owner to bring another line of a different team. And you run them against the ECHL prospects. It's kind of a scout, but so is this. It's the same idea, scout, but you get to see what they can do hands-on. Like, can they keep pace with this?
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, WHL has the power play here, and they're trying to cut up the ice, throwing up the right wing to Ripley as Ripley cuts across, throws it to Nordet. Nordet hanging on to it, tries to throw it back down low, can't quite make it. And the OHL is going to clear this one out pretty easily and skate it up out the ice. But yeah, no, I got to agree with you. I mean, they've done a good job. Sir Gab's never an easy player to play against.
Definitely not. It just future thoughts, right? I mean, something you can think about for next season, maybe bring up to the league about maybe an idea. They might get more of the owners involved.
Yeah, for sure. But we'll see.
Right now in the Q in the ECHL as well. ECHL. But they're always going to take dead last with no victories coming in, playing the WHL
Unfortunately,
or the EHL in the first round.
Yeah, for the most part, a lot of guys backing out. Honestly, before the tournament even started, and as they started losing, you hate to see it. You'd like to see guys try and be competitive, but I guess when the going gets tough, some people don't like to step up.
But yeah, but see, that's just going to lower your stock.
100%. If you don't want to show up because you're worried you're not going to look fancy, or you're not going to put up 3 points,
Yeah, exactly.
All right, like your call, but
exactly. And now, I mean, the rough thing here going for WHL is going to be a 4-0 win.
Sorry?
It's going to be a forfeit win for WHL, so it'll be a 1-0 win technically.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah. So that's really going to hurt their standings for goals for against when it comes into comparing against the ECHL if they win their game.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If the ECHL wins their game, we're gonna have to do a little bit of research and check it out and see who.
Yeah, and the forfeit may hurt them worse than they actually know, which is unfortunate. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, and a breakaway pass there with 30 seconds left in the third, and he can't finish on it. Oh, and there it is. The go-ahead goal with 30 seconds left. That's Crafted getting that, funny enough.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, and a nice pass, but he can't finish on it with 19 seconds left on the clock and time dwindling down. It looks like the OHL is going to win this, at least on the scoreboard, technically.
On the scoreboard, technically, right? Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything.
And there it is, 6-4. So this game's just about done. We're going to swap over to the other side, where it is currently 2-0 for the ECHL over the Q. We're coming back the other way. 5:36 left on the clock, and yeah, it's
This is our last game of the night. Period 2.25 periods to go.
Yep.
ECHL definitely being dominant, just controlling that puck. From what I've seen, and there's another goal for them. Looks like they're going to take them pretty friggin' easily.
Yep, more than likely.
But that'll put the still the Q at 2 wins, 3 losses, and 1 overtime.
Yes, 2-3 and 1. Correct.
Yeah.
So they will finish second to last.
Third. Sounds better, right?
Yeah, we finished third out of how many? 4.
Right, exactly. It's still a bronze medal. Come on.
I'm just saying, elite manager out here. Got the ECHL flexing.
Yeah, when we were picking the teams, so you jumped ECHL pretty fast.
If I recall correctly, you gave Mike.
I gave you
the
choice.
W. No, you gave Mike the W.
I gave Mike W. I was trying to be fair and nice, you know.
Yeah. Oh, and a bit of a sloppy.
It's his first time in this. I didn't want to give him too much for him.
Yeah, for sure.
I gave you and Sunshine first choice. So in all fairness, I could have been I'm taking the E. What do you guys want?
Would you have had the clout to stack your team with Steelheads?
No, I would have gone elsewhere. I would have got Blaze and Ludo.
Yeah, right. Poaching my guys out here. Well, my guy, I guess I should say singular.
Your guy, yep.
And 3-1 after 1 period for the ECHL, looking pretty dominant.
Is it 3-1 or 3-0?
3-1. They managed the Q
managed
to
that,
score
though.
a bit of a weird one
laughing.
on a turnover where the goalie got caught sliding.
Well, we got 2 periods to go, folks, and this is it for round robin. We have not made the schedule for tomorrow as of yet, but we'll out there soon. Probably tomorrow when I say soon.
Yeah, I'll probably stay up late tonight and get it finished, but we'll see.
There you go. We'll have to see who's all going to come back and return anyways to see if we even have enough to do it. If not,
then we'll probably just end up awarding it to
that, or we can just say, let's go top 2 leaders and they play it out.
Yes, Burmy, that was a great game by the partial team OHL. All 3 guys. all 3 guys who were actually from the OHL, yes. They had a great game. And the ECHL trying to pad the stats here to take that lead. So goal scoring is going to matter in this. I think they're likely to win it. I believe they had a 6-1 victory at one point.
I think so.
So, I mean, it's likely theirs to win at this point.
Definitely.
Oh, and penalty shot here for the ECHL team here.
And
bold
let's see what
strategy.
move pulls off.
Shot.
Yeah, I was hoping to see something nice for a move. All that ice. I was hoping to see something nice, but all for naught.
Yep. Back down to Herndog, throws it back to shoots and scores back to Hearn. Hearn hanging on to it, setting it up, throwing a little pad shot as CR picks it up here, trying to hang on to it L2 out front. Oh, he passes in a nice save there. And tossed all the way back to Isaac Cronenworth, and he gets bumped off. He gets the puck stolen off of him, but he manages to get it back on a pretty gutsy play there. I thought he was going to be torched there.
Same here. Same here.
And Q resetting, trying to come back in this one down 3-1 with 13 minutes left on the clock. CR coming back in the zone for the ECHL, throwing it a little bit wide, but Hines he's able to pick it up. Throws it down low to his left winger, shoots and scores, who throws it to his right D.
We got a big break here.
Ooh, yeah, and a takeaway there. We
What
got
a
a
waste.
3-on-1 here. And between the legs, Deke, and just a horrible opportunity wasted there, unfortunately, by the Q on a 3-on-1. A really ill-timed between the legs, Deke there.
Well, I mean, even the shot from the center, he could have fed to the right winger. Maybe more of an option than just shooting that from that far back, especially. Definitely waste.
Yeah, for sure. And all the way back down the ice to the QMJHL, who reset it here. Coming up the middle is their D-man, who gets clobbered pretty quickly. Oh, but a turnover and a 2-on-1 here. And a nice opportunity, but a good strip there by CR to get it to his goalie, who can just cover it up there. Caniff, 20.
Now, did Vermi play in that last game? I'm sure he did. I think Vermi's a prospect.
Vermi is, yes. He was properly invited to the Discord and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, that's right. He was in the Discord. That's right.
Yeah.
So Vermi, Crafted is a prospect, just played for the wrong side. Yeah. So, I mean, at least games got out there, they got played. That's all I can say.
Yeah, for sure. And all hats off to Vermi for sticking it out. I know a lot of OHL guys started backing out once they went into an 0-2, 0-3 hole.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, some guys you just can't handle losing, right? They don't want to.
Exactly.
They don't
especially how life works today outside of the world. I mean, there is no more winning and losing. Everyone gets participation awards, right?
Yeah, it can feel that way sometimes for sure. But yeah, you don't like to see guys who want to bail like that. Like a shout out to someone like Maniac on Crack, who stepped up and I think lost most of his games. But stepped up wherever someone needed.
It's me and Jay Russ and Super Bong Bros for myself on my side here. I mean, having a rough go of it, all these problems, and they've stuck through from the beginning to the end.
Yep, exactly.
I think Russ has played every game.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. And again, availability is availability, but if you're gonna quit because you don't like losing and you can't beat the team in front of you, well,
exactly.
That's a whole other animal.
Yep, exactly. And the NHL, AHL, you can face a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. But again, that could be a good indicator too, right?
It definitely could.
You get this guy on your team, he can be a little bit, we'll say, flaky.
It could be problematic.
Yeah.
The Qs have some nice opportunities. They're just throwing it away.
Yeah, just a little bit off, right? Every time they seem to get a 2-on-1 or an odd man rush of any kind, they seem to waste it a little bit here. But they're holding their own. Oh, and a nice opportunity there, and a big save by Caniff. And sort of like that, right, where it's just that one notch below what you need to finish.
Yeah, exactly. The Q's putting some good pressure right now. They just again, like quicker passes, quicker something.
Ooh, and a nice L2 there by Heinze on the 2-on-1.
Oh, goalie keeps it out. There's a bit of help from the defense.
Wow. Yeah, good save and a good opportunity gone by the wayside. I don't know if I would have gone with the L2 into the goalie, but he tried it.
Almost worked out.
He tried it, yeah. That's a couple opportunities Heinze's now wasted on some odd man rushes, and I believe he had the penalty shot as well.
I think he's just trying to have some fun, which is fine. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's about having some fun, win or lose. Of course, you're here to get scouted and get drafted, but it's all about having fun.
Exactly.
It's that simple. Just play your best. If you lose, you lose. Who cares? You're not based upon a team performance. You look at me, Scott. You're based upon your single performance.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, without saying that, I mean, they are looking. Can you do teamwork? Are you a puck hog? They are looking at that kind of stuff too, as well.
Oh, no, yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, 16-5 for the shots for the ECHL,
Yeah, just getting
608 to 2.
peppered.
Yeah, it's been pretty heavily in their favor going into the third period here, up 3-1. And I'm imagining unless they blow this lead and give up the game, it's going to be the ECHL taking the top seed here.
I would say, so like I said, that forfeit against WHL is going to hurt them for their goals for and goals against. I mean, goals against will help them, but goals for won't help them so much. Or it might give the ECHL the edge.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so the ECHL breaking in here, start of the third period, and Heinze throwing it back behind him and throwing back to shoots and scores, who throws it
Ooh,
back to CR, who goes for, oh, yeah, and that could have been a nice bounce if they had gotten it, but unfortunately, just not there in time for the shot. As the Q comes back the
exactly.
other way, L2ing a little bit here, trying to find their way through, and it's picked off there by shoots and scores, who's L2ing through, throwing up to Heinze. Heinze dropped back, and unfortunately, the D-man wasn't quite there in time to keep that onside.
No, unfortunately, just the way it worked. Clock's ticking down, though. 17 minutes to go in the third. This is almost all for naught, but I mean, I have seen weird things happen and some easy bounce or comebacks in the last 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Big steal. So I'm ahead of you by a bit. And gets fancy with it. and doesn't see it. Like I said, I think the ECHL is having.
Yeah, they're having fun at this point. I think they know they've kind of clinched it, and again, unless they blow the game, which I don't think they feel like they're going to.
No, so let's say a couple weird bounces that just work out for them. I think it's all in the bag and good and they're having fun. I think at this point they don't even care. If they take first or second, they don't care. They're winning this game, they're having some fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long night for everyone. Go out there and just experiment, have fun with some stuff.
Exactly. Ooh, what a weird bounce.
Yeah, huge chance. And then here comes a semi-break. You're behind me. I'll let you get caught up there.
Yeah, we got a penalty shot coming in for the.
No, he had the goalie beat.
He did, yeah. And that's probably a good trip to take. Let's see if they go for the same strategy with sort of the Heinze slap shot we saw a little bit earlier, or if he's going to try something different. Let's see what he does. We got shoots and scores coming in, L2 in a bit, and he does it on the backhand. And a nice goal there to make it 4-1 here. And a bit of an unnecessary between the legs deke, but again, I think at this point they're just having some fun.
Yeah, same here. They killed in time attack. They killed possession. They're just having some fun.
Yeah, and a good opportunity on the one-timer there, but
definitely from like game 4, you can see the ECHL hit their and just got
stride, yeah.
Yeah, they hit their stride. Game 1 and game 2, they were kind of Game 3, you can see it coming together in game 4. Since then, they kind of just accelerated.
Yeah, for sure. We got shoots and score crashing in here up the left wing, circling back, throwing back to his point man, Herndog. It gets turned over in the center slot, but absolutely plastered.
Gets crushed.
Yeah, oh my. Is it Kronark trying to cut in L2, and L2's the wrong way, but Heinze picks it up and gets up in time. Oh, and he gets spread eagled on a 2-on-0, and I promise you, his teammate is going, really, dude? Like, really? You couldn't just pass that one to me?
9 minutes and 3 minutes time attack. Just getting stomped. My team is probably not very happy.
No, but you know what? I mean, good on him for showing up for the games and
definitely
helping out, right?
Definitely. Yeah, look at the replay again, back and forth. How did that go in, he's saying?
Because you didn't pass it.
Right? Because you didn't pass it. Got too greedy.
CR winning the draw back to Herndog. Herndog hanging on to it, throwing it up to his left winger there. Round back. We got about 5 minutes left in the third here. Damn it. ECHL up by 4-1. Man, I need a nap at this point.
This is why I'm done with this. I'm so burnt. Man, I haven't seen my kids really all day.
Yeah, no, you and I have been at it since what, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, we've been going at it hard.
Yeah, but yeah, throwing up the middle to CR, who throws it off to Heinze. Heinze L2 in it a bit here, looking at his options, and just wildly misses the pass on a 1T over to his left winger there. 3 minutes left in the third period here as the QMJ tries to come back the other way, but Heinze picks it up, throws it off to CR, tries to cut through the middle, can't quite do it. Thrown back behind to shoots and scores. Who throws it back?
Plays.
Yeah, for sure. And they're trying to box them out, right, and keep this from being I mean, it's a bit of a route, but stopping it from being egregious, right?
You're gonna see a big hit in a minute.
Yeah, nice after the whistle stomping there for sure.
Just come and say hello, right?
Yeah, exactly. 132 left in the third here. The ECHL, again, I'll have to double check the numbers, but 99% sure they're winning top dogs for the prelims.
Most likely.
Yep, and L2 and through here, throwing it behind the net. Is it Kronark picks it up, throws it back down to Heinze, bounces off his shin pad, and whew, Snipes gets clobbered there. Kronark trying to L2 a little too much, and the Q coming back the other way, but Herndog taking it away pretty easily. And circling back around, unable to finish it off there. Bit of a cluster in front of the net, and Kronark manages to get it. Herndog throwing it up the wing. 18 seconds left, and that'll pretty much do it. Maybe one or two more chances the other way, but that'll pretty much do it.
That's gonna seal the deal regardless. A good L1 at least by the defender ended up. I mean, at least they're trying. They haven't given up.
Yeah, for sure. And congrats to the ECHL. Good game, and Q, good on you for showing up and putting out a decent effort. And in response to Laced Up Rocket saying, thanking us for our media and stuff. Yeah, for sure, man. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Thanks for tuning in, man.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, buddy. Appreciate it.
But that pretty much wraps up our show for the night. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. We will catch you guys later.